Alright, greetings to my fellow Peace Blunderers. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday evening, Thursday night, Thursday afternoon, Thursday morning, doesn't really matter. Wherever you are, welcome to the stream, my good people. We've got Edify already there. Rockbeat Star. I am, could you please identify yourself? You sound like someone who saw me on Twitch, but I'm not recognizing your YouTube nickname. Excellent. Also, welcome to the stream, everyone. We're just starting out. Let me make sure that the chat is shown to you correctly. Rishkan is already here. Nice, good stuff. Let me just fix it up a bit. There you go. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. Because the chat apparently was a little bit skewed. And now it should be more or less okay-ish, hopefully. So yes, good people of the internet, how are you doing? If you have any updates to share or just anything to share, really good or bad, personal or not so much, feel free to do that. I am back from round 6 of the tournaments that I'm playing in right now. A very big federated tournament. If you're not aware of that, well, here's me letting you know. And yes, this is day 11 of our streamathon, trying to get to 50 concurrent viewers as quickly as possible, and that means I need every bit of your help to do that. And you know, like the stream, and you know, all of that jazz, So the plan for the stream is the following: we are going to play a couple of random rated games, as we usually do, and then I am going to show you the most exciting game that you will ever see that I've played today in the tournament. I'm not going to give the result away just because I'm smiling. You know, some people have been pointing at that. I'm smiling. I must have won. I'm not saying anything. I may have lost. I may have drawn. I may have won today. But today is the most exciting game you'll ever see. Forget about this PogChamps BS. Today's round 6 was just amazing. Amazingly exciting. And after we're done with the analysis of the game, I'm going to play you guys. So yes, basically as per usual, as we have been doing in the past few days. Particularity, welcome to the stream, my friends. And Muhammad is here and Upar is here. Welcome. Particularity, I'm not sure that I recognize that nickname. Where do you come from, my friend? Have I forgotten? I shouldn't have. Yes, and yes. Good stuff, good stuff. Let me see if the chat is showing itself correctly. Yeah, it looks like it's okay. That means we're set to go. So how you guys are doing? Please do let me know. Please do let me know. In the meantime, we're going to start the games very, very soon, unless we have something to chat about. Yes, all of that good stuff. I hope all is right. Ah, yes. Ah, okay. Fair. The chat is blurry. Is it blurry? Is it blurry? Let me know, please, if the chat is blurry, because it's not for me. Ah, right. So so the guy who picked up the King's Gambit. Fair enough. Makes sense now. Totally makes sense. Yes, I saw your comment and I replied to it. Welcome to the club. King's Gambit is an opening that will definitely, you know, make your games exciting, but maybe not as sound as you would have liked. But that's what we do. Let me readjust the board a little bit, because I've moved some windows around. That's why the setup, the interface may be slightly messier than usual. But yes, I had the stream at 360p. Well, that explains it. That explains it. That explains everything. Not blurry if in full screen. Well, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Yes. I am not sure if there's a bit of a delay. I'm not sure if there's a bit of a delay between you and me. It feels like it's a bit longer than usual, unless it's just you answering my questions a bit, you know, later than usual. I hope the delay isn't that big. In fact, let me actually check if the delay is any good. For that purpose, I'm going to. There's always been a delay. Yeah, there's always been a delay. That's correct, but it's usually been rather minimal. Let me actually hide the chat for a second, just for a second, and let me just swap some things around. Snom, welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. How are you doing? How are you doing? Let me just swap a couple of things around. Just very quick, urgent fixes, so to speak. Gonna do this, and yes, the board is like this. I'm sorry. This should not be happening. Just that I'm emergency fixing some things. Let me just get back to you in a second. Hi, Cat. Well, we've got people coming in slowly but surely. That means, you know, good stuff. Good stuff. We'll be able to do that very, very shortly. We'll take care of it, and we'll be back to this same live lows and highs. I'll show you chat in a second. Yeah, there you go. I brought it back. I just needed to refresh a couple things. So, like I said, today has been a very exciting game. Today has been an amazingly exciting game that I played. It's the most exciting game you'll ever see anyone playing ever. Round 6. And you know, in many ways, the chat will refresh now. Don't worry. I know it's been like this. Yes, the chat will now refresh. Hope you won a tournament game. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. How's Blundy doing? Blundy is dead, according to some people. All right, so let's start with some games, shall we? Let's start with some games. Let's start with one rapid game at least, because people have been asking to play some rapid, so that a bit slower, a bit more chill, and I can talk a bit more to you guys at the same time. I have more time to engage in the game. You said Blundy was on vacation. He is on vacation. Like I said, according to some people, he is dead, which is not true. Not true. Yes, Nick, welcome to the stream. Everyone, welcome. I am very happy to see you guys, everyone here. Let me know how you guys are doing. And what have you been up to today? So, we've got the KG. So, if particularity is still here, my friend, you have a couple of things to learn about the KG. So, it's interesting. We've got D6 in conjunction with G5. Yes, yes. So, the way you play against the Fisher defense, which is pawn to D6, I'm sorry. You can play it... Oh, Jesus. You can play it in two ways. You can play it with D4. You could play it with Bishop C4. Both are sort of equally fine. And G5 is the main move. And G4 is expected after H4. And my knight will kind of be forced to go back to G1. And that is actually theory. You guys may not be the biggest fans of my knight going to g1. We'll see if that happens. If g4 does happen, and I move knight to g... Okay, so it doesn't happen. Alright. Alright. Bishop e7. Well, that doesn't look good. I don't like that move. Bishop e7. I think I should be able to take. And we've got ourselves a semi-open file for the rook. Already out of theory, lol. Yeah, bishop e7, I find it quite suboptimal. I find it quite suboptimal. I cannot yet. So the plan is the following. I'm going to play knight c3. And then, depending on what the opponent plays, if c6 is played, then my plan is kind of ruined. But the plan is otherwise. To knight c6. Okay, it doesn't interfere with my plan. The plan is now very simple. The plan is to capture that bishop. Stage 1. And now play knight d5. Because I have the thing here, the only check available is queen g3. And I don't think I'm scared of that check, to be perfectly honest. I just wonder if my opponent decided... Okay, does decide to go with queen g3. Alright, fair enough. And I will always have this threat hanging. I don't really care about my king side. I don't really care about getting checked. I'm just thinking now where to place my king. Is it d2 or e2? It's a good question. It's a good question. I suppose I want to go e2. Jesus. Bloody Christ. Yeah. Yeah, e2 my ass. Good King's Gambit theory. What that one? Well, yeah, well, that's the King's Gambit for you. Yeah, this was ridiculously dumb. Santos is laughing his ass out. Yeah. Well, who cares? Nice game. Nice. Yeah, guys, you just don't pay attention. I can win down a queen easy. Easy. Yeah, I was... Anyway. I was kind of hoping you played d2. No worries, but I bought this gambit more than I'll admit. So much for playing rapid. Nah, don't worry. I'll get it back. I'll get it back. No big deal. No big deal. I know this isn't the best move. I should probably not do this charade and take the bishop instead. But the game is pretty much lost anyway. So let me just fulfill my plan. Yeah, bishop e7 is a crap move. Bishop e7 completely startled me. I was not expecting bishop e7. That's the thing. When you play the King's Gambit, your advantage is usually theory. Your advantage is theory, right? But if the opponent gets you out of theory and you are confused, then where's your advantage? You don't have it anymore. Yeah, so I would rather get mated. So bishop e7, I'm really curious about that. What on earth is bishop e7? I need my stockfish. My stockfish just isn't working. Yeah, this was... I basically left everything. Yeah, so after bishop e7, I'm completely winning. So takes. I would play f6. Never play f6. And knight c3 was correct. It's fine. And then knight c6... I'm winning, but bishop takes the engine. Yeah. My plan was awesome. My plan was awesome. It's just that I completely misjudged the severity of the check on g3. I was sure that it's nothing. That's okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. But like in this position, I'm completely winning. In this position, I'm completely winning. Should instead just play simpler moves, I guess. play like queen d3 and something like that. Yeah. Well, anyway. Stupid. Let's go. Maybe we get another King's Gambit game. Nope, we got the Smith-Mura. I actually have a funny story to tell about the Smith-Mura, but not now. I'll wait for a little bit. We've got the Smith-Mura accepted, and we can move on with our lives. d6 is dangerous for black. Black needs to be careful now. That rapid game will show. Ooh, snap! That's already an inaccuracy. It's not a big deal. Black is still fine, but needs to be careful after e5. And now we sit and wait what they're going to do. It could turn into the most boring game ever right now if black does the right thing. But if black doesn't, then it's going to be painful. Rapid game. Ooh. Takes with pawn. Well, look at you, gentlemen. Look at you, gentlemen. Reverse Botus Gambit pending. Hopefully not. Okay. So knight takes. Then the knight b5. So we are 2 pawns down in this position. We are 2 pawns down, but we have tremendous compensation. Look at this. Look at this. Look at all of this. Look at all of this. We have tremendous compensation for the 2 pawns. And it's not to say that I'm winning. White is considered to be in this position. If you switch the engine on, probably is just going to say white is better. Probably around 0.5. Right? Probably around 0.5. Not bigger than that. But black needs to be very careful. What on earth is e4? What on earth is e4? I mean, like what's this stat? I'm sorry, like something went wrong there for black. Definitely something went wrong. Is there any way to prevent all mates and forks and stuff? I'm not sure. What is e4? I'm not sure black is enjoying himself right now. I'm not sure anything can be done. Let's see. So how do you prevent knight c7 check? Okay, good question. Hey Pratik, welcome to the stream. I'm not sure I'm recognizing your nickname, so welcome to the community, and please tell us, where do you come from? Right now we are enjoying this chill rapid game, where it looks like we are doing very well. He should just resign at this point. Nah, I think, like, look, knight e6, for example, blocks the bishop for 1, and it makes this check kind of silly. But I could take the knight, for example, and then deliver this check. That's one thing. And then the material is just equal. So it's not resignable. There's no reason to resign now, but yeah, this position is quite tough. So there is a way to stop some of the threats, but some of the threats will come. And when they do come, this instead. Maybe he could allow you to have a smothered mate. Nah, this ain't happening. Wow, I don't even see the defensive knight move. Ah, you see, well. So, the knight is... so the mate is kind of prevented, isn't it? So the mate is prevented because now king has, like... I need to, like... It's definitely winning now. It should be. It's just that I need to find the right way to break it down. Sometimes when you've got too many threats, you've got to be very careful. Sometimes you need to be patient and do the right thing, because right now you're like a kid in a shopping mall when you have lots of candy and your mom says, I'll buy anything. Right? You have got this fork. We've got takes here in 2 ways. Like, we've got so many threats. It's important to figure out which way is the right way. And don't forget that, you know, our knight is kind of hanging right now. So we need to treat that. And don't forget I'm 2 pawns down. So there is that as well. And at the moment I'm just calculating which threat is the more potent threat. For example, if takes here, Cats is like, if you lose this, well, guys, also, please let me know if the chat is refreshing. Is the chat showing on stream correctly? Is it, or is it not? Please let me know, because it's important. I am no 22. It's working great. Nice. Thank you very much. Yes, we've done it. We fixed the chat. Yeah, guys, please don't suggest moves. I haven't played anything, so please don't suggest. I see you saying, like, yeah, Pratik is saying, and Mohammed is also saying, chat is looking very sexy, unlike myself. At least one of us is doing great. So, don't forget I'm 2 points down, people. Don't forget I'm 2 points down. And I need to make sure that after takes this fork, when I take this rook, the knight can get out. It probably can when I play bishop f4. I also need to, like, not forget about this knight suddenly springing into life. Yeah. So I'm just taking my sweet time. My opponent is probably thinking, what on earth is he doing, thinking so long? Like, I was considering playing knight takes f7 and threatening this rook and keeping that threat alive as well, but there is this counter threat that I'm not sure if I am equipped enough to deal with. I guess I can play bishop back to b3, but then the knight is going to be hanging and stuff. It's difficult. I don't want to mess this up. Well, okay, let's play this. Let's play what I intended to play. This way, we're threatening the rook immediately. We still have this fork. We haven't lost it. We still have it. So, yes. The only thing I think, from the things that I saw, the only thing I'm concerned about is knight b4. And the way I should be treating knight b4, I haven't decided yet. I probably should just castle, honestly. And the knight on c2 isn't doing that much anymore than, you know, knight c2, I just go rook b1. And yeah, I still have all of my threats. Unless I'm missing something. I hope I'm not missing anything. So, we're going to play, you know, we're going to finish this game. We're going to play a couple more. And then, my beautiful people, I'm going to show you the most exciting game you'll ever see in your life. The most exciting game. Like, this game, regardless of the result, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if I won or lost or drew this game. I can appreciate an exciting game. And I was playing it, it was stressful, but I was enjoying it because of how exciting it was. Okay, well, this kind of doesn't work, does it? I mean, I have all kinds of discoveries now. And, like, it's also almost mates. Almost mates, but you have this. You have this. Interesting. I guess I'll just do this. And I'm gonna take here. Checkmate. I wish it was checkmate, Rishkan. I wish. I bloody wish. I feel like your opponent sacked and won the game. Bring the bishop. Bring the bishop. Bring where? Bring the bishop where? Okay, so we got the rook. We got the rook. We still got, like, threats and stuff. The bishop has come in. Take my knight. That is not very appreciated. But okay. You could have brought the bishop. Of the bishop where? Okay, so the knight is going to be lost. That is not a big deal. I wanna do something. Where do I want my dark squared bishop now? I guess here, the most logical thing. So that I have control over d5 and the rook is coming in as well. Knight was protecting e6. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Knight was protecting e6. Which knight? Okay, so took my knight. Why didn't you take the pawn on b5? Why didn't I take the pawn on b5? Good question. Right, good question. I guess I wanted to keep that, to keep the threat. I mean, I guess maybe taking is better. Maybe. All right. Take. Operation Save the Knight. Nah, our knight is fine. Our knight is fine. There's nothing wrong with the knight. Don't worry about my knight. I guess king back to e8. Hello, Citrus. Hello, Citrus. Welcome back, my friend. You're doing a 3rd day in a row, and I'm very appreciative. By the way, guys, please help me out to get to 50 viewers. We're trying to grow the community. We're trying to get our Sunday tournaments to be as big as they can and play as many people as we can. Please, if you're liking the stream, don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to sub if you haven't. And don't forget to click the notification bell as well. And it is very important. The notification bell is very, very important. Simply because people find my streams and then they like my streams, and then the next day I streams just don't get shown for some reason, which is a shame. And the notification bell eliminates that problem. The notification bell makes sure that you're not missing anything. Bishop checkmate. Yeah, it is bishop checkmate, I guess. Yeah, I missed that as well. Well, nah. Why is it checkmate? It's king b7. King b7. I have notifications on yet. I didn't get notified. What? Even with that, nah. There must be something wrong. You missed mate again. No, there is still king b7. I haven't missed mate. There is still king b7. Quit complaining. You missed knight d6, free rook. What do you mean free rook? What are you guys talking about? Are you talking out your ass, people? Like, knight d6 check doesn't win the rook. First of all, I lose my knight, for one. This is a lost knight. Second of all, the rook isn't even free, because it's defended by this knight on f6. The rook isn't free. So not only do I drop the piece, but also I don't win the rook straight out. What are you talking about, people? You think I'm really that bad? Shut up. Shut up. Okay, I can play bishop now. Sorry, no problem. No problem. Guys, just because I moderately suck doesn't mean I suck terribly. I only suck moderately. So there you go. And do we have any tricks? Let's castle. I don't know. We are 1 point up in material. That's one thing. We're 1 point up in material, but most importantly, what is this bishop doing? What is this rook doing? And look at my pieces. So just it's not just about taking material. My opponent is gonna need a lot of time to get out of jail. And maybe there is even a mating net to speak of with the rooks and the bishops. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe there is a mating net to be found. I'm not sure. It feels like the king can always sort of escape here, kind of, sort of. Unless, well, there is this check. And we can follow it by this, but there is always bishop b6 blocking, so there is always bishop b6 blocking. Good question. Bishop b6 blocking, but what about that? But what about that? Yeah, talking about missing mates. Get out. Rook lift, maybe. Yeah, people doubting me all the time. People saying I'm no good. People saying that I'm a fake 2000. Get out of my stream. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's just that after a very miserable loss, which was game 1, I want to get some revenge. Sack the rook. Well, you could say that. Yeah, well, like I said, I was promising you, not that I promised you, but I was looking for a mating net probably. Like, there is no forced mate in this position. Filthiest clean mate I've seen, very base. Nah, come on, it's like a 6 out of 10 mate. It's nice, but it's not too impressive. I'm afraid of Exclam now. Like the stream. Leah, like the stream for the nice mate. So the king needs to go to b7 and there is no mate. But after king goes to a6, there is a mate, which I basically did. Yeah. Alright people, so I am going to play one more rapid game. All like the stream, yes. I'm gonna play one more rapid game, my beautiful people, and then I'm going to show you the most exciting game ever. I'm going to show you round 6 game that I played in today's tournament just a couple of hours ago. And in the meantime, I'm looking for one more rapid game. Come on, guys, you should tell me, like, this game that I just played, not just the mate, but the entirety of the game. Come on, it was exciting, wasn't it? Like, we were doing stuff. We were confusing our opponent, weren't we? I've got 3 games in a row as white. What is that? Is that a blessing or a curse? I don't know. Exclam. Rolico, welcome back to the stream, my friend. Santosh, we're not yet ready to play. Not ready to play at all. Exclam as children in basement, I'm convinced. I have a couple. That game was super interesting. It was. What is b6? Is that a theoretical move? Guys, if you play the Sicilian, is anyone who's playing the Sicilian in the chat? What is b6? Is this theoretical, or this is just some sort of offbeat response to the elephant? What on earth is that? How much for one kid? I don't hold kids for ransom. I hold them for my enjoyment. I watched this guy 2 days ago. He's funny. You're talking about me? He's a criminal. Shh. You say anything, you better watch what you say. Right, so what is this? Bishop b7 knight a6. I'm confused. For your what? For your what? I didn't say anything, did I? I didn't say anything. There is a Catalim of Sicilian, but it's not particular. Thank you, particularity. I didn't know that. Thank you. Like, I guess the knight is coming to c7, and I can't really prevent that, so I'm just gonna play a3. And at least I took over b4, which isn't bad. I guess I can't complain. But these superfluous knights, like how can they be good? How on earth is that a good thing? Alright, rook e1. Is the Sicilian good? The Sicilian is arguably the best defense. But it's very theory heavy and very complicated. Now that I think about it, it's pretty sus. Like, I should learn it. Probably Mohammed, not yet. I wouldn't maybe, you know, recommend doing it right now. Because it's, like I said, a bit too heavy, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. So I don't really want to play knight c3. It feels like if I play knight c3, knight takes, pawn takes, and then knight d5, I'm kind of playing into his hands. So instead, I'm gonna try and be clever. I'm gonna try and do this. So piss off knight c3. We're going to play this. Ooh, wow, exciting. f5. Well, if I don't take en passant, then you know it's gonna be a blocked position forever. So I guess I need to take in a second this guy. You guys decided to play Valorant. Yeah, right, yeah. Takes with a cheap one. What? Am I dumb? Why didn't the guy take with the knight? Okay, what could be the possible reason why they didn't take with the knight? Because in positions like these, you take with the knight like 99% of the time. Why wasn't the recapture with the knight? What on earth is that? I have a French course, I did like 5% of it. 5% is better than nothing. We met at Dalaran, to be fair. Maybe King H8. I am thoroughly confused by the choices my opponent is making. I'll be perfectly honest. I mean, this... Like, if I play Bishop H6, it looks nice, but it doesn't do much. Because, like, Rook goes away, and then Bishop will have to sort of exchange itself. I guess, let's do that anyway, fine. Let's do that anyway. And... yeah, so the only way I can probably stop something is if I play Knight H4. And then I want to try Queen G4, but Knight H4 can be met with this, and then my knight is attacked, has to go back. Knight F3, and then I have this square on balance, so I guess we can try and do that. So F5 to stop Queen G4, plain and simple. And I guess I'm gonna have to go back to F3 because the knight is attacked. No, none of that happens. All this, well, like I said, Queen G4, Bishop blocks. Well, Bishop blocks, Bishop doesn't block. Huh. Bishop doesn't block. That's interesting. Yeah, that works. That works. Well, okay, exchanging on the bishop, like we were at internet connection issues. I should be back. Please let me know in the chat if I'm back, people, please. It's very important. It's very important that I know that everything is okay. We're back. Nice. Nice. Good stuff, good stuff. Seaweed snacks while watching. Seaweed is great, I guess. Nothing about this position makes any sense. So if I go Queen H5, then Knight F4 is kind of annoying. I don't think it's like dangerous necessarily, but it's annoying. I'm gonna have to go Queen H6. We'll see. We'll see. This position is a weird one. This position. Luckily, we have a knight on G3, which I really wanted to play. Like I said, Knight G3 is doing a very good defensive job, and Knight on H4 is also doing a very good defensive job. So you see, that's the good thing about knights. Everyone, like the stream, subscribe if you haven't, notification bell so you don't miss the next ones and all that. Black's bishop does look menacing. As long as my knight is on H4 and there isn't a direct threat, like even if this pawn is gone, as long as there is no battery, there isn't much to be scared of. 2 minor pieces or a rook. Like in this position, what sort of sacrifice are you seeing? Okay, so this happened, okay, and Queen H6. Queen H6. In this position, I don't know. I don't know. So, and naturally I would like this bishop to start doing something, but it's kind of hard to make it do something because the D3 square is now a problem. If I take this knight, what is... well, knight will have to retake. Knight will have to retake. Takes. Let me think. Knight will have to retake. Do I have anything to gain from that? I'm thinking about captures, rook e4. I'm thinking, people. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Takes. Why no bishop takes? Well, because if bishop retakes, then this is hanging. So if takes, knight will have to go back to retake. But can I benefit from that in any way, shape, or form? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Takes. Just okay. Let's take it, because the idea is the following. The idea is that you want to try and play knight h5, but I don't see what is to gain after rook f7. Fork king and queen. That'd be nice, but rook takes, and then I go cry because pawn is spin. Yeah, what about rook takes? Alex, if it was so easy, if it was so easy. I'd rather have a bishop than a knight. You would in most positions. You would. You're correct. Ah, that's the thing. That's the thing we missed. Yeah, that's why the knight on g3 was so important. That was dumb. Okay. Shit. This is such an easy trick. This is literally like a 1000 trick. Wow. That's awful. I guess I left all of my brain juice at the board. That's sad. Nah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind losing again. It's just that the game that I'm about to show, like right now, the game I'm about to show is going to basically, you will understand why I left all of my brain juices at the tournaments today. I have barely any left. Alex, by the way, my friend, I'm not recognizing your nickname. Where do you come from? I was actually thinking you'd take the queen and then capture the rook. I can't take the queen and then capture the rook because the rook with check. It was check. The only reason it works is because it's check. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, let's resign. This position is so bad, it defies description. How about we get into the most exciting game that you'll ever see ever? Okay, people. So let me open up the game. People on the stream have been really liking this section that we are about to do, which is deep game analysis. England! Come on, England! Can you tell me which your mom doesn't know? Oh! Where exactly, my friend? Drink the brain juice. Ah, yes, that would be nice. Since you said ever, it better be better than Magnus versus Hikaru. Well, I cannot promise that. Okay, so I am playing as white. This is round 6. And I am playing a gentleman who is 67 years old, I think. 67 years old, and he doesn't have an official FIDE rating. He doesn't have an official FIDE rating, so his rating is basically preliminary rating 1800. And this is preliminary rating based on a national rating, which has very little to do with the actual rating. If you want me to place preliminary 1800s into FIDE terms, those are usually around anywhere between 13 to 1700 FIDE. It's very difficult to say. So whenever you have this preliminary rating, it's very tricky. But like I said, the history of the tournament was suggesting the following. My opponent beat two 1500s and lost to two 1600s. So Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Well, he ain't no joke, obviously. And also we need to understand that at this point, the higher we go, the more difficult the games become if you keep winning. Beating on Grams, the old guy asked for it. So, I am playing white. And last game, if you followed yesterday's stream, you will know that I drew. I drew a game that I really barely had any chance of winning. And obviously, I'm playing white, so I want to, you know, really go for it. And you know me, when I'm playing white, I have, you know, Tarantino style, let's go. Grandpa last dream trying to whisk chess tournament was crushed by Xlam. I like you. The result is still uncertain until I show you. Hi Alvin, what's up, my friend? How are you doing? I'm not sure I recognize your nickname. Where do you come from, my friend? So Alex is from London. Sorry, I failed to mention that. Yeah, London, fair enough. Fair enough. London, I come from St. Louis. St. Louis, nice. I actually grew up watching videos. Well, not grew up actually, but as a chess player, grew up watching St. Louis Chess Club videos, like the stream if you do that as well. Ben Feingold and all, and Yasser Sarawat and all that jazz. All right, so the game. E4, obviously, and then C5 is played. And I'm like, welcome to my personal hell. Welcome, my friend. I didn't know what he's going to play, and I wasn't really preparing for this game because there wasn't any games of him online, so we'll play E4, we'll see what it plays. C5. Come on. D4, obviously. Particularities from Atlanta, Georgia. Nice, good stuff. D4 it is, and takes C3, and like I mentioned a couple of times, actually many times, this is where, as the Smith-Morra player, your butt clenches the hardest. Your butt clenches so hard that the size of your butt is almost triple as little as your normal butt. Like, it almost reminds me of like two rotten apples that probably not the best comparison, but yes, because you really want them to take. You really want them to take the pawn to accept the gambit and let's have a fun game. Has anyone played f6 in a chess match against you before? f6, you mean on move 1? I wouldn't remember. I don't know. I wouldn't know. So, yes. And I was like, come on, mate, take it. And he played knight c6. And I'm like, So knight c6. And to be fair, you can now simply take this pawn back, and the material is again equal, and white is slightly better. And this, at this moment in time, reminds even more of a Nimzovich defense if you take the pawn. Kind of a hybrid between a Sicilian and a Nimzovich. And taking is the best move, and it's completely fine. White is slightly better because we have central pawns. But knight c6 made Xclam's butt back to normal. Well, not really, because, you know, I'm disappointed that he didn't take. That's not the analogy I was expecting. Sure, still the most apt one. Okay. I do not like this position. I see every now and again, online or offline, and this is where I don't take the pawn. I play knight f3. I give him a second chance. I give him a second chance to accept the gambit. We can still easily transpose into the Smith-Morra accepted if takes now. Like, this is the Smith-Morra accepted. So I play knight f3, which isn't the best, but is hoping, like, mate, this is your last chance. If you don't take now, we're not going to have a Smith-Morra accepted position. And here you can play d5, you could play e5, you can play all kinds of things, really. You can play knight f6 to decline the gambit. You could play d3 for all I care. But he played e6. And actually thought about it for maybe about 7 to 10 minutes. He played e6, and I was confused. Because I took. now I took, because I don't see any reason now to not take. I took. And then after d5, this is now a kind of a French. This is a French, basically. And after d5, and I was like, shit. The problem is, I don't... sorry. I don't hate playing against the French. Don't get me wrong. It's just that the variation that we got out of this opening is not the variation I play. I cannot get my typical French because I play the Tarash, right? And this cannot physically be a Tarash anymore because the knight is on f3 already, and it's like shit. Like, and here actually he got kind of what he wanted in a sense, and we're playing French, and I cannot play my French. But at the same time, I don't know if he is a French player. I don't know if he is also familiar with these positions. So I guess it's a kind of a balanced thing, right? So I'm like, okay, so since I'm playing the French, I may as well play a sub-variation of an advanced French since we're doing that. So e5. And what you need to understand is I don't know this theory. Like, this is not the French I ever see in my life. Like, this is not the French I get. That's why I'm out of theory. I hope so is he. And, you know, he will, of course, know ideas of the French, and so will I. But this is... I never see this French, ever. And knight g to e7 is the best move and is the most sensible. You need to try and, you know, untangle a little bit. And I play bishop d3. I play bishop d3, which is, you know, one of the most basic French moves. But the engine says it's like, are you allowed to talk to one another during the tourney? Well, you kind of can if you do it quietly enough, but people don't do that usually. It's not common. It's not common. There is no strict rules to forbid that, but people don't do that. What, like, you want me to tell them is like, haha, close positions give me anxieties. Nah, don't be anxious just yet, because like I said, it's gonna be the most exciting game very soon. So bishop d3, and now the engine says that black is doing quite well after knight f5. And I was thinking, but don't forget, I don't know the theory in this specific French. So I am thinking that knight f5, if it is played, after this, I have a decent position. And I do, kind of, but it's like plus 0.3. It's fine, but yeah. Queen b6 though, instead. Queen b6, and very typical idea. Very typical idea. I decide to castle. Oops. No, this is not what happened. I guess when I was inputting the moves, it was the wrong order. I castled now. Well, it's gonna transpose anyway. So I castled here. I castled first, and then I played bishop c2. So we reached the same position. Doesn't really matter. And now the engine says knight b4 and a position is equal. I didn't know that. I thought I just have more space, and I'm like, okay. I was looking at knight b4, but then I thought I could just play bishop b3, and I'm gonna be cool. And it is equal, it's just that I don't have an edge. So, yes. Castled. He didn't play knight b4 though, he played rook c8. And I thought, this is like too slow. This is too slow. The king to castle needs at least 3 more moves. And with every move that kingside is not developed, I need to like do something about it, right? But not before I play knight c3. Knight c3 is very important. Knight c3 is very important. Well, on top of developing the knight, since rook c8 is on the board, I need to kind of hide away my bishop on c2 with my knight, so that if the queen ever moves away, which it may as well do, my bishop isn't hanging from rook on c8. So the knight is doing a very good defensive cover, if you see what I mean. Apart from, you know, obviously developing a piece. And only now, knight g6 comes in. And what do you think about the Steinitz French? Sometimes the Steinitz So the Steinitz French is one of the best Frenches that you can possibly get as black. And I know a thing or two about the Steinitz French because I sometimes transpose from the Alekhine into the Steinitz French. And whenever I do, it literally says all zeros. And whenever you get a defense that it's all zeros, it's awesome. So the Steinitz French is one of the best Frenches for black because it's equal. Finally finished the Stick of Truth. Congo, welcome back to the stream. Is that the South Park game? It's quite old, isn't it? I remember hearing about it last maybe like 5 years ago or so. So knight g6, and this is where I'm going to ask you guys the first question of the analysis. After knight g6, which move is literally begging to be played? Whenever you see knight g6, which move is begging to be played? Regardless of whether it may or may not be the best in the circumstances, but what is the, you know, what do you want to do when you see the knight on g6 in this kind of setup? Jan Travolta. Jan Travolta. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Where do you come from? Welcome to the community as well, since a nickname I don't recognize. Drov saying g4, Pratik saying g4. Mohammed says knight g5, bishop g5. I think the answer to your question, Mr. Travolta, is basically very individual. It depends on what kind of person you are. For example, for me, I'm kind of relatively old school in that sense. I like reading books. I have a lot of chess books online and offline, and I read a lot of them. And Chessable course, I haven't ever tried one, so yeah. I was thinking g4 as well. Do you mean h4? Netherlands, nice. Where are you from exactly? Amsterdam, The Hague, Rotterdam. So yes, the best move, and the move that is, like I said, literally begging to be played is, some of you guessed it correctly, h4. Whenever you have a position, this is not exclusive to this position. Whenever you have a knight on g6, and whenever you have like some semblance of a kingside attack at some point, you must always consider h4, h5, trying to question the location of this knight, right? Not only in this position. So this is an idea for you guys to remember. Knight g6, try to think if you can make h4 work. At the same time, in this position, this doesn't work, but you are playing in a serious tournament, so you need to check everything. So I was even checking crazy ideas like knight takes. Knight takes, and then takes here with knights, for example. So we have a piece for 2 pawns, and our position is kind of crumbling. You mean in the center, this pawn is also becoming very weak. So you need to always consider those options as well. But I looked at it and I concluded that this is fine. I can play probably bishop d3, like so that bishop isn't taken, and I'm up a piece, I should be fine, right? So yes. Also, Mr. Travolta, what is your rating and how long have you been playing chess? Book recommendations? Do books go into every variation? You learn all counters to your opening. Yeah, I do rely on my opening preparation on books a lot, yes. And there are lots of books out there depending on like which opening you like. But I don't only use books for opening. If you want to develop your like middle game, for example, the books the chat will know that I always recommend is Amateur's Mind by Jeremy Silman, Under the Surface by Jan Marcos, and yeah, what the hell. You can also put in How to Reassess Your Chess by Jeremy Silman as well. And Understanding Middle Games by not John Shaw, Jesus, John Nunn. Just started out. Well, welcome. look at the analysis of this game. You may want to learn some things about this. This is like a tournament game that I played, a very serious game. 50 Shades of Grey is a very great chessboard. What is your classical rating? My classical rating is undefined. I mean, it's around 1500. We'll see how it changes after this tournament. This tournament is still ongoing. But I'm playing in countries where it's tough to play. By the way, where do you come from, Bob? Welcome to the community. I'm not recognizing that nickname. How did you find us? So h4, remember this idea. And my opponent plays bishop e7. And yeah, at this point, definitely sub. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Feel free to stick for the game because it's a very exciting game. Bishop e7. The idea is very simple with bishop e7. After I play h5, which was allowed, knight goes to h4, right? And when the knight comes to h4, you basically have to take it. Because if you don't, what else are you going to do? If you leave that knight b, the knight is going to exchange itself for this knight anyway. And once you recapture it with the pawn or with the queen, of course you would prefer to take it with the queen, this is falling. Because this knight and the queen are integral to protecting the center. So we need to take that knight on our own terms, and after bishop retakes, which was the point of bishop e7, protecting that knight, I was thinking really, really hard. So I want you to look at this position and honestly tell me your thoughts. Do you think that this position is better for white, equal, or better for black? And if you think to yourself, how can it be better for black? Don't forget that after the knights were exchanged, like, all of this is incredibly weak. And this bishop is also, you know, ain't no joke. Like, it's weird on h4, but it's also looking at something interesting. So what do you think? What do you think? Just looking at this position. Is it better for white? Is it better for black? Or is it equal? Queen g4. Nah, that's not the question that I asked. It's not about the move that you want to make. It's about what you think about this position. The material is equal, by the way, if you need me to remind this. The material is equal, but once the knight got exchanged, Queen g4, bishop by 4 look better for it. Bob. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. We'll talk about that in a minute. You guys suggesting equal but slightly better for white. So is it equal or slightly better for white? Okay, so my initial instinct, minus plus. Peaceful, welcome to the stream, my friend. Where do you come from? Are you a native Russian speaker? Just around 0.2, 0.3, equal. Drew says equal. Interesting. So we've got a bunch of theories we have. My first instinct, looking at this position, just like some of you guys, like Bok mentioned it, I'm from Uzbekistan. Yeah, so you are, I guess, kind of a native Russian speaker. Do you speak Russian or not? Depends on what generation you belong to. If you're a bit of a younger generation, maybe not that great at Russian. But the reason I assumed you are a native Russian speaker is you said minus plus, which is like a direct translation from Russian. So my initial idea also was Queen g4. But unlike Bob, I took it a couple of steps too far. Before I played g4, now hear me out and follow me please. Before I played Queen g4, which looks very tempting, my level is elementary is Russian, born in 2007. Okay, fair enough. I was calculating the following line. Follow me here. Queen g4, which looks menacing, right? But there is a problem, which Bob B pointed out. Queen takes d4. And it attacks our queen, and it protects this bishop, by extension. I'm looking at this in my mind, and I'm thinking, okay, how can I solve this problem? Is it solvable, this problem? And I am starting to think about all kinds of blocks. It would be really awesome to play something like f4 to block with a pawn, but f4 is unavailable because the pawn is pinned, right? So I'm starting to think about other solutions. I'm starting to think about knight e4, even bishop e4, and bishop f4, and I'm trying to like sort of eliminate them one after the other. So like knight e4 or bishop e4 I didn't like because it just doesn't work. It doesn't work because at best, you know, takes, and then you can take the pawn here, and I am down 2 pawns. Doesn't look maybe very good. Yeah. And bishop e4 doesn't work the same. Why not queen trade, Mohammed? Are you serious? I'm already down a pawn, and after the queen trade, my bishop is attacked, and where is my initiative? I'm just straight up losing. I'm down on material, and like I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. So no queen trade. So this is where we start looking at bishop f4, which again Bob was suggesting, but it's not as easy as that. So you think bishop f4, interesting. So we block with the bishop, and this bishop is hanging again. And if knight takes, for instance, you know, we just take the bishop, and you know, we're cool. We're cool. And the queen naturally cannot take because we just take here. But there is a problem. There is g5. There is g5, and this is where it's getting interesting. There is g5, and what are you going to do now? Attacks this, defends this, and then the bishop is literally pinned to the queen. Right? The bishop is pinned to the queen, and what are you supposed to do? The only thing that you can do, not to make this terrible, is to take en passant. Right? Knight c5. This move is illegal and doesn't make sense. But after you take en passant, h takes g, and the rook is now defending that bishop. Knight e2. Well, knight e2 has a very obvious problem. After knight e2, if you wanted to play it here, it does absolutely nothing. The queen can still stay on the 4th rank, go to c4 for example, and the problem still stands. And I cannot take en passant anymore, because I can only do it after the move it was played. And I'm definitely losing this bishop now. There is no saving of this bishop. So knight e2 doesn't work. So takes, and this bishop is now defended by the rook. And this pawn is still hanging. So I keep thinking forward. I keep thinking again. Is there any way to solve this? Is there any way to solve this? Can you please, in this position, find an interesting move? Find an interesting move. Find me an interesting move. Without looking at the engine. Don't use the engine. Use your imagination. There is an interesting move. I'm not saying that it's a winning move. It's just an interesting move. It's an interesting move that can give you some interesting stuff. Bishop takes g4 or g6, sorry, and a lot of people suggesting that bishop g6, sorry. Bishop takes g6. Bishop takes g6 again. Don't forget that we are when you're suggesting sacrifices. I'm not saying they don't work. Keep in mind when you're suggesting sacrifices is that we're already a pawn down. It looks like this pawn is unsavable. And like, if you sacrifice something, we're sacrificing even more material. So at some point it's going to be, you know, too much probably. Knight b5. So a bishop takes g6, as you were suggesting, has a very big problem. Knight still takes c5. And in case you forgot, the knight is defending f7. The knight is defending f7 and is forking everything on planet Earth. And everything is hanging. So yes. Not easy. Not easy this. Not easy. Knight b5, on the other hand. Knight b5 is indeed interesting. Is indeed interesting. So knight b5 attacking the queen. Knight b5, knight e5, knight e6, bishop checks to win the queen. Yes! Yes, absolutely correct. I don't know, Bob, if you're using the engine or you're just a good player who sees forward enough. Yes! Correct! Knight b5. If the opponent isn't careful in this position and like knight b5, well, I can just take here, right? And if knight takes queen, and I'm winning, right? It's black. And black is winning in this sequence. That is correct. But what they're missing is the following. If knight takes, check. And after this check, which cannot be dealt with in any way, the knight is, you know, invulnerable. King has got 3 squares. Can you tell me what color are all of these 3 squares? Can you tell me what color are all of these 3 squares and what it means for us? Well, obviously, like, duh. Green. Yes, green is correct. Green is correct. So, wherever the king goes, I don't know, f8, doesn't matter. Right? And, you know, whatever. It could be other square, but the most important thing, all of those are dark squares and a bishop check is inevitable. And the queen drops, no matter what happens. But there is a twist. There is a twist. The sequence I just showed you only works if the opponent takes on e5. If the opponent fails to see that. Instead, they can just take on b2. They can just straight up ignore my threat. And after queen takes b2, it's a second extra pawn. I am now 2 pawns down. And yes, I do get this check in. Yes, I do. But don't forget my bishop is hanging and it's difficult. So, king f8. Let's stop here. Let's stop here. All of this that I just showed you, is what I was calculating before I played queen g4. Yeah. Like, before I committed to that decision. Like, I was thinking, queen g4 takes, what do I do? Okay, blocks with bishop. But what if g5? I guess en passant. Is this good for me? How do I keep this going? Knight b5. Interesting. So if takes. But what if takes? Check. So I decided after all of this that even if queen takes b2, like knight d6 check, king f8, this is good for me. So I decided to go for queen g4. I was right and I was wrong at the same time. What I was right about is that Queen G4, you know, is an exciting move to play. And the game played out exactly as I calculated. So Queen G4, the opponent took, blocks with Bishop, G5, en passant, takes back. This is where I played Knight B5. The problem is what I was wrong about when I was calculating this sequence. The sequence where Queen takes B2, Knight D6, check, King F8 is actually not good for me. This is actually not good for me. The engine literally says it's all zeros. It's like drawing. I'm not winning. When I was calculating this, and I remind you, this position I looked at visually before I played Queen G4, and I concluded that it is at least, you know, interesting for me. But I was wrong. I was wrong. Like, Queen G4 conceptually doesn't work. This position before Queen G4 is +1 for white, and instead I should play a move like Bishop E3. I can play Queen G4 later, but I, for now, just shoring that pawn up. So Queen G4 is too hasty, if you see what I'm saying. It's too hasty. You should play Bishop E3 first, so none of those tricks are allowed. So this position is +1, this one. If you play Queen G4, it's equal. It's equal for the reasons I just showed you. After all of this sequence that I calculated, after all of this, Queen takes B2, check, King F8, the position is all zeros. This is why Queen G4 is an inaccuracy, you can even call it a mistake. But I didn't know that. I thought that this position, like I said, is at least interesting. And you said sacrifice the bishop, and yeah, this is one of the suggested lines. So sacrifice the bishop, and, you know, doesn't Bishop G3 hangs a pawn? You mean Bishop E3, does it hang B2? It does, but it's okay. It's okay. We play Knight A4, we attack the queen, and then we proceed with the plan. So, if that's what you meant. This position is equal. It's messy, but it's equal. So, you could argue that I was kind of wrong. But my opponent did not play Queen B2, and none of this is relevant. My opponent took on E5. And when they took on E5, I was like, on the inside, I was like a clapping seal. So they took the pawn, and I was like, yes! Get in! Get in! Get in! So I play Knight D6 check, and again, doesn't matter too much where the king goes. The plan is still going to be the same. King went to F8, and I did the check. And I win the queen. But if you think that this is over... No. When I played Bishop H6 check, only when the move was played did my opponent realize that he's dropping the queen. Because when I played Bishop H6, like, the opponent exhaled and he just did this laugh, like he realized he fucked up. So only then did he see that the queen is dropping. What was your opponent's rating? It's difficult to say. No official FIDE rating, but the national provisional rating is 1800. And in Poland, if you were to translate it into FIDE terms, I was saying before the game, it's anywhere between 13 to 1700 FIDE. It's difficult to say. It could be anywhere. So it, you know. At this point, they should have resigned. Nah, you would never resign in here. Never. As black, you don't resign. This is a tournament game. You don't come here to resign. You play till the end. So, yeah, rook takes and I take the queen. I have hopes of being 71 FIDE, yes. Good stuff. So I take the queen. And if you see the engine right now, it will show you some scary numbers. And yeah, obviously the game is lost for black, but the game is still go on. So rook takes bishop, queen takes knights. I'm happy to exchange a pair of pieces. It's not a big deal. And now bishop to c6. You know, just trying to do something with the bishop. The bishop cannot go to b5 because it's gonna get captured by the knight. The bishop wants to do something. And maybe it will get a chance to do something after this pawn moves. Also, don't forget it defends b6. b7, right? So it's a sensible move, and the engine says it's actually the best of the bad bunch. And this is where things got a little bit out of control. I was calculating, like I said, before I played Queen G4, I was calculating all that sequence, but in this specific case, my calculation failed me, kind of. So what I was thinking, I really want to play Queen F4. Queen F4 sounds like a great move, and it is actually the best move. So threatening mate in 1 and attacking the rook. So essentially, Queen F4 forces, more or less, Rook H7, saving both the rook and preventing mate. And I was thinking, how do I make this work better for me? What do I do about this? And I was thinking, if I play Rook C1, attacking that rook, we either exchange rooks, which I don't mind, or the rook is forced to go to D2, I thought, because, you know, E2 is unavailable and B2 is unavailable. The queen defends, don't forget. And I was thinking, if he doesn't exchange, if he wants to keep the pieces on the board and plays Rook D2, now Queen F4 is much more interesting. Now we're threatening just 3 things at the same time. What I forgot about is the cheapest trick puzzle. The cheapest trick puzzle, like, that I was literally ashamed to miss. Black can kind of make things a bit messier through a very simple sequence. Very simple, like in a puzzle, you'll get it in 5 seconds. It's not gonna give black any chances of winning, really, but it just makes the position a bit more difficult for white. And after I played Rook C1, I saw it immediately, and I was like, for fuck's sake. It was so great, and I had to just make it more difficult for myself. Bishop takes F2 is correct. Bishop takes F2. Because the only legal move is to take the bishop, but I can't do it with the king because rook is defending. So I'd have to take with the rook, and now this rook is unprotected. So I just lose a bunch of material. So rook blocks, and then he played this check, which, you know, it's okay. So rook for a rook. This and king h2. And I'm still winning. Like, I know I'm still winning, but I just lost a bunch of material for nothing. I'm still technically up material by 1 point. But, like, come on, I didn't have to go through all of this. Come on. And now I'm having to be worried about maybe he can gang up on my g2 pawn at some point. It's fine, but it's not fine. But it's fine. But it's not fine, but it's fine. It lost a bit of concentration. Got too excited, you could say. And yeah, here I'm like, okay, that's fine, I guess. Stuff happens. So I played king h2 to get out of check, and he played d4. d4 to basically make the bishop good. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take on d4. That's okay, that's fine. A free pawn is a free pawn. And, you know, d4 is one of the better moves that black can play to make this bishop working. Just give away the pawn, but to make the bishop better, it's understandable. And this is where my opponent played a6. a6, and I have actually an interesting tactical trick. I have an interesting tactical trick. Can you spot it? Can you spot it? I'm not saying it's the best move. The engine is actually, as I'm looking at it right now, the engine is not even putting my move in the top 5 for some reason. Which is a shame. Why isn't it doing that? Like, come on, my move, really, did my move that I play literally not in the top 5? Are you mad? What? Queen h8. Queen h8 is the best move, but there is probably nothing too interesting about it. I am mad. How did the move that I'm about to show you and that I played on the board is not even in the top 5 best moves? What is wrong with the engine? Like, I was sure it has to be at least one of the best. What? Knight b7. So yeah, knight takes b7 is correct. Knight takes b7 is correct. The engine is like, no, it's not even in the top 5. But I'm legit taking a pawn. Like, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? So if you think that, no, the answer is obvious. It's just a tricky little move. If bishop takes, we have this fork, right? We have this fork and we just got a pawn. I was looking, but doesn't look like it works, but it does work. What do you mean it doesn't? Oh, it works, rest in peace me. Yes, exactly. So, I played knight takes b7. The engine says I'm an idiot, but whatever. Plus 38 or plus 20, it's all the same to us, I guess. So, my opponent, of course, sees to that, doesn't take my knight. And plays bishop d5. Plays bishop d5. Is there a problem with bishop d5 that anyone can see? Is there a problem with bishop d5 that anyone can see? Queen h8 and then? Queen h8, king e7, queen d8 is correct. Queen h8, check, obviously. Only legal move. And queen d8 check. No legal moves. Mate. The question is, did I find that? After bishop d5, I was like, I gotta save the pawn. I played a3. And as soon as I'm... Oh, Jesus Christ. Nah, you've got to understand. As soon as I played a3, I swear to God, as soon as I played a3, like literally, I played a3, I hit the clock, a millisecond after, I saw that. And I was like, I could have finished the game right here and now. Why? How long did you think about a3? I played it almost like on autopilot. Almost on autopilot. I played it like almost instantly. And hi Kyle, what's up? And I'm thinking to myself, please let me play, please let me play, please let me play, please don't see it, please don't see it, please don't see it, please don't see it, please play something that still enables me to play it in like next move. Like please, 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 please. He plays rook c1. And I'm like and yeah, he didn't let me finish the mate. He resigned here. He resigned here, which was a shame. But yeah, like it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. I'm not mad, just disappointed. I'm not mad, just disappointed. Well, that was the game. Is that the game against the unrated person? Yes, that is correct. That is correct. You missed like the most exciting bunch, but yeah. As Kimmy would say, ducking finally. Nice. Yeah. So that was a roller coaster of a game. That was a roller coaster of a game. It was very, very tactical. and I had to sit through a lot of calculation. Like, Max came really late. He didn't see all the fireworks. He just saw that I missed mate and 2 and got disappointed. But what he didn't see was an exciting sequence that I calculated and even almost correctly. But yeah, Max don't care about that. Max only care about the fact that I missed mate and 2. That I played the next move, the next chance I got to play it. Yeah, so I'm still disappointed. Yeah, well, whatever. I won. That's the most important thing. If you think that's a roller coaster, you better not watch my games. You get a heart attack. Yeah, I mean, like, my games also a very heart attack inducing. Sometimes, yeah. But yeah, look, happy to have won. I now have 4 points out of 6. I have now 4 points out of 6, and I'm gonna be playing black next game against someone who's good. And let me actually check for a second. I want to check something. I want to go to a tab that you don't see, and I want to check if the pairings are out for round 7, so I could tell you right here and now who we're playing. Yeah, the pairings are out. The pairings are out. I'm actually playing white again. That's unexpected. I'm playing white again, and I'm playing it against a 1900. That's exciting. A 1900. Oopsie daisy. To err is human, to forgive divine. Ah, nice. Nah, Fide. This time Fide. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one to say the least. It's going to be a tough one to say the least. What can you do? What can you do? Well, we're gonna give our best shot. We're gonna give it our best shot. It's not about that right now. Let's not think about tomorrow. Let's think about today. Okay, thank you very much for the best luck wishes. Also, I'm about to start playing you guys. The game analysis is over. I hope you like the game. And yes, guys, please, if you are new to this channel, like the stream if you were liking the stream. If you didn't like the stream too much, then don't like it. That's fine, it's up to you. If you are new to the community, please make sure you subscribe, and the notification bell must be on, because YouTube doesn't like small channels that much. Chances are, if you don't click the notification bell tomorrow when I stream, and I stream every day, you just don't get notified and you miss the streams, you forget about them in the next couple of days, etc. So please do that. And yeah, feel free to join our Discord. That's the best way to get in touch with me as well. The links are in the description. And yes, right now I'm gonna start playing you people. How much do chess players make? Actually, nothing. Like, I've never made anything from chess. How can you possibly make money? Okay, so I have 3 rounds left in the tournament. I have 3 rounds left. If through some miracle I do well in those matches, and tomorrow I'm playing against a very strong opponent, I will stand a good chance. I will stand a good chance to finish somewhere, you know, well, in my section. So what you need to understand is the table is common for everyone, regardless of your rating. Everyone plays everyone. The tournaments, this tournament I'm playing right now, is not separated through sections. It doesn't have like 2000 plus section where only 2000 plus people are playing. Like, everyone plays everyone. That's why I literally get one opponent who is 1100 in one round, and another round I get 1900. So everyone plays everyone. But when all is done and over, after all 9 rounds, depending on your rating, you get a certain, like, prize money. If you, for example, are between 1400 and 1700, if in that category, like from all the players of that rating range, you finished first, second, and third, you get a bit of prize money. And this is actually, if I do perform well in the last 3 rounds, I have a realistic hope for, but I'm not banking on that. So if I were to finish the highest of all the players between 1400 and 1700 in the common table, I think the prize money is around $150. So there you go. That's not very big, is it? My FIDE rating right now is like around 1500. What keeps me motivated? Just the game by itself. That's not prize money, that's transportation fees. I guess. I mean, this tournament is happening in my hometown. As you can see, I'm streaming from my home. So you could at least say that I don't have to pay for transport. And, you know, accommodation. Yeah, so. But it's nice, yeah, it would be nice to get something. I'm not counting on it, though. Can you check your opponent's FIDE profile and check the individual calculations, like we did the other day? Yes, guys, yes, Nick, I'm about to play you guys in a minute. I want to actually... Max suggested a good idea that I want to check for myself. I want to check how much rating points I can get if I beat the guy. Which, yeah. So my rating at the start of the tournament was 1461. And his tournament, his rating is 1888. And if I win, which is probably not going to happen, I'm going to get 36 points. 36 points is nice. If I draw, 16 points. If I lose, I'm going to lose just 3 points. So yeah. Did you study English at school? Hope you make the big bucks. Nice, thank you. I did, Peaceful. I did study English. Do you study? I mean, you should study English at school in Uzbekistan, surely. Or you have some other foreign language. Okay, guys. Feel free to send me challenges. Conga Time literally spammed me with challenges, but I think I promised someone to play them first, because someone brought it up first like a long time ago. Who was it? Who was that? I'm just scrolling through the chat. It was me. I don't think it was you. Even over here we get $300 for a 2-day, I guess. Well, nah, I mean, if your rating is higher, then the prize money is a bit bigger. But I was talking specifically about my rating range. Okay, Conga Time, you spammed me with challenges massively. Let me just... Okay, so I think it's only fair if I play Max first, because Max never gets to play with me because I always make up excuses that I'm tired and such at the end of the stream. Let me play him first, because the game with Max is long overdue, to be perfectly honest. So yes, and then we can do something else. Well, play other people, so yes. I gotta go to bed, see you tomorrow. Well, thank you very much for coming, Pratik, and I do encourage you to come tomorrow to my stream if you can. And yes, thank you very much. Great stream. Thank you. I really am glad that you enjoyed it, and I do hope that I will see you again very, very soon. Yeah. Max, how long are we going to keep playing this variation? Just, can you tell me, why is it the same shit? Max, I'm looking at you and I'm blaming you. I'm trying to like spice things up a bit, but you just keep playing the same crap. Like this Fianchetto, knight d7, knight b6 retakes thing. Can you explain yourself, Max? Can you? Also, I made a donation. It cancels out. What donation? Ah, donated time. Max literally gave me 15 seconds on the clock. Sure. Max is like MVL. Well, yeah. Maybe it is MVL in disguise. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not gonna play today. Don't feel like it. Ah, it's a shame, Kyle. But like you said, you haven't been enjoying chess too much lately, so that's fine. It's no pressure. You can just chill out. How's your film doing, by the way? How is your film doing? In what way? You have the same name. Takes forever to do stop motion? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I can only imagine. Stop motion is really time consuming. You've got to do like every single frame of it. But the end result is always really nice. Okay, people in the chat. Can anyone tell me how you're supposed to win in this position? Can anyone like actually, you know, tell me? I almost feel desperate enough to like sacrifice some g6 or something. I'm not gonna do that because it feels very unsound. What is your performance in the tournament? I've played 6 rounds. I've played 6 rounds, and right now I am on 4 points. On 4 points. Can I play? There is somebody else. Yes, Konga, you could be next. You could be next. Will that be satisfactory for spicing it up? I guess that's a bit satisfactory for spicing it up. You could say that. Bishop. Okay, let me take this. Let me take this. It's like 8 FPS. Somehow I made it look alright because the board's 5, normal frame rate because to edit with video editing. Ah, so you have like a bit of a mixture, I say. Okay. I mean performance rating. Performance rating is tricky, Peaceful. I actually, despite the fact that I got 4 points out of 6, I dropped like 20 something points of rating. Because there were people who I played against who were really much lower rated than me. And one guy I drew, and another guy I also drew. Because, trust me, they were not their rating strength. They were not. They were not. So, despite the fact that I have 3 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss, so 4 points out of 6, I bloody lost. I lost 20 something rating points, which is bad. Bishop takes f5. There might have been something like that. Yeah, might have been. Might have been. Yeah, if it wasn't for Max's donation of time, I would already almost time out. Max gave me 15 seconds when no one was looking. So yeah. Yeah, this position feels like alright. It's just like I have 0 time. It's just that I have 0 time. So we're gonna connect the pawns. Or not. Or not. Oh no, I guess not. So we're gonna go here. Ah, that's not appreciated. Ah, crap. Crap! You gotta pre-move a bit. Well, I did kind of... I didn't pre-move, but that was a bit of a... You know, I blitzed that move out without thinking. I was going to give you times, but this happened so anyway. Yeah. I'm just gonna make moves now. I'm just gonna make moves. Yeah, I don't know. Max just spared me there. Max is more than good enough, more than fast enough to not get flagged there. But yeah. Nah. Max, nah. You gotta. Nah. Max is either drunk, as he says, or something like that. Max should have beat me there. Max just, you know, took it easy on me. He also donated 15 seconds. Don't forget. Alright, so the queue is the following. We've got Conga, then we've got Nick, and then we've got Mohammed. So Conga now. Yes, and Santosh, yes, correct, yes. I picked up my water bottle and hydrated. Because why not? Yes, hydrating is important. Hydrating is important. That is correct. Nicholas, welcome back to the stream. Very nice to have you. It's a shame that you missed the game that I analyzed. I said, can we play like 30 messages ago? Yeah, but Nick, I think Nick did it earlier. I'm sorry, Mohammed. Is it really time sensitive? I'm sorry if I messed up the queue a little bit. I apologize, but like I'm gonna play you anyway. Is it okay? Yeah, unfortunately, Nicholas, you missed the most exciting game ever. It's okay, I don't mind. Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. Sometimes I do mess the queues up. Through almost no faults of my own. But yeah, I apologize. Also, today has been a long day. This is something that I say almost every stream. But that's also correct. That's also correct because every day is a like game day, etc. Yeah. So Nicholas, if you want to see the analysis of the game, feel free to come back to the stream like and watch the VOD. Or you can rewind, but of course that'll mean that you'll have to leave us live for a second. Let's go back. If night takes, I don't mind. Yeah, the game. By the way, guys, those of you who have seen the analysis, how would you rate the game in terms of excitingness? Did you like it? Did you like the game that I have presented to you? Did you like the game? So my bishop was attacked, and this fork is threatened, and I can't go back because the pawn is there. Can you send the PGN? Yes. Yes. Yes, I will. I will oblige. I will oblige. Okay. I've already done 20 seconds of it. But there is also apparently a lot of other stuff. Yeah, that's... It was nice, apart from the maintenance too. Ah, come on! Come on! I played it in the end. Just a move later. Guys, be sensible. What is wrong with you? Be sensible. You guys just don't forgive. Like, I'm trying to be good to you, and you just, you know, you just say I suck. Okay, so Conga has a choice between taking the bishop and doing the incorrect thing. Oh, it takes the bishop and then mate is prevented. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. So, had a choice. between doing the fork and taking the bishop. And yeah, this backfired. This backfired, I'm afraid. Yeah, Conga is going to be mad. Conga's going to be mad. Who else misses back rank for 2 moves? So opponent doesn't notice until he notices made him. That is exactly what happened to me in my game. Santosh, don't forget to challenge me to an unrated game, please. Yeah, Conga is disappointed. Conga literally had to... Remember the thing that I said at the beginning of the stream, pretty much, when I had my second game, and I had too many threats. So it's almost like too good to be true. And you've got to choose the correct threat to do. You've got to do that. Otherwise, it could be, you know, detrimental. It could be detrimental. Let's see what happens now. Knight of 6. Interesting. Queen a5, so we are in a quasi-Scandinavian position. Not really a Scandinavian, but, you know, a quasi-Scandinavian, you could say. You could say that. I was hoping that Nick is going to play bishop g4. And I was going to say that, let's see if Nick watched the stream that we had a couple of days ago. But I don't remember if Nick was there, to be honest. And the situation didn't happen. The situation did not happen. Let's see. We can play somewhere. The bishop c4 looks nice. It's just that this position, if you recognize it, well done. This position, if bishop g4 happened, it would literally replicate the game that I had 2 days ago that I won as white. After a neat blunder from my opponent, which was very handy in that position. So I was curious whether Nick is going to repeat that same position. That didn't happen now. That did not happen. Instead, we move on with this one, whatever we cooked up for ourselves here. What makes it different from your typical Scandinavian is that the pawn isn't on t6. The pawn is literally gone. So, yes. e5. Is e5 justified? That's a good question. I'm not sure that e5 is justified. Yes, Kyle, and we do all support your beginnings in the filmmaking industry, so to speak. Yeah, I know it's more than just a project. Why did you change mine to sad face? Sad face? I don't know. Did you not mean to do a sad face? It's good, you know. It's good, you know, to come back after a game. Doesn't matter about the result, whether you win, lose, or draw. And, you know, chat with you guys. I know, yeah, it's gonna be... I'm sorry. Yeah. So, it's just... It sometimes gets a bit lonely in here. Being an immigrant isn't very easy. And the stress of your day job and the stress of the tournament, it's just very nice to come back every day to you people and talk, play with you and unwind a little bit, even though I could be a little bit tired and don't make much sense, but I do appreciate that a lot. It really helps to keep the sanity in check. Yeah, I don't know the chat thing. I'm not sure about why I've done that. I don't know. Can absolutely confirm that as a fellow Ingramman. I didn't know you were here, Marcus. You never identified yourself. Welcome back to the stream. I guess you were just lurking. And Flash just came. Welcome back. Flash, you missed the most exciting game ever that we were looking at just a couple of... Marcus, did you see the game that we were analyzing? The game that I played in a tournament? Or you also just came. And it was just a coincidence. I might actually play a game. I'll send a chat. Oh, Kyle is changing his mind. No. You can rewind. Yes, rewind you can always do. Yes. Sadly, no. It's okay, Marcus. You can watch the recording or you can just rewind the stream. Yeah, Kyle, we're gonna have to wait a bit because we have a bit of a queue. We've got Mohammed after this one, then Santosh, and only then you. You're gonna have to wait a little bit. I am joining you. Well, Konga, you know what rules we have for second timers. You will always be in the lowest priority. You will be like at the back end of the queue. Yeah, and how did the games go, Marcus? How was it? Add me in the queue as well. Okay. I can't think that quick. Well, it's fine. You don't have to play those games. You can play like 10-minute rapid and such and such. It's okay. Let's play Rookie 1. Just choked. If Nick takes now, it's gonna be basically both of us wasted a move. Okay. Got a bunch of threats. I was thinking he played well for x600, and then the rook hangs. Hello, welcome back to the stream, Fusions. It's very nice to have you again here. How are you doing, my friend? Blitz rating 750 and rapid 1350. Yeah, you see the disparity is very big. Well, you know, just play what you're most comfortable with and what you want, what you feel gives you the best improvement. But I can play black, but I play black against your King's Gambit. You play black against my King's Gambit. Do you even play... You don't play e5. You try to literally bribe me into playing a game with you. How is that fair? How is that fair? Which way do I want to go? Do I want to go Queen e3 or Queen e2? I can't decide. Let's play Queen e2. No, I haven't played in 2 years. Ah. Rook comes in. Ah, that almost works. Shame. What's a shame? Maybe we can still rectify something. And I learned chess 2 years ago. Knight. No. Knight takes. Bishop take. I mean, what does it say about me? If you are as good as me and arguably better than me, and you played chess for only 2 years, and I played only, and I played for 4 years plus, almost pushing up at 5 years. What does it say about my talent or lack thereof? When are you doing the analysis part? I have a game I want to send you. We have done. We have already looked at my round 6. Like, look, if you wanna send the game that you are interested in, yeah, you can do that still. You can still do that. You can still do that. Okay. I've been player for 1 year and I'm still dang it. Why did you have to see the back rank, mate? No, that's illegal though. That's illegal. I have back rank issues myself. Look, I have no luck. Shit, gotta be careful. Shoot indeed. I've got to make myself some loot, otherwise this is not very good. Otherwise, it's not very good. Oh, take spawn. No, what I'm gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? In fact, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm just gonna dirty flag Nick. Nick ain't gonna be happy about that, but... Ooh! I was not expecting this. I thought that King G8 is gonna be played. Not that. Showed me, I guess. Yeah, Nick isn't gonna be happy, and I'm going to apologize to Nick in advance. Nick will not like getting dirty flagged like this. But yeah. Do you have Discord? Yes, Mr. Fusions. Or Ms. Fusions. I assume Mr, but could be Miss. We do have Discord. We do have that. All of that. All good, man, GG. Yeah, it was one of those that ended very abruptly, my friend. Mohammed, could you please send me a challenge? I just lost yours. There you go. 1150 rapid. Well, whenever you say that, whenever you have this big disparity between ratings and such, I don't know why I played the advanced, by the way. I don't do that. It's today's game. Today's game was literally advanced French that I never play. When is it my go? No rush though. It's Mohammed, then Santosh, and then you, Kyle. I never play this variation. What's wrong with me? I never play this. I guess we're just gonna play sensibly. Didn't you play Smith Mura? How do I send you the game? Yeah, you can send me in a DM. You can do that. You can do that. I hope it's a PGN file. I hope it's not a text. But you know, if the text is organized correctly, then text is also fine. Otherwise, you know, I'll have to do it manually, and it's going to take a bit of time. So basically, we took Mohammed out of his prep, if he had any. I copied the share link. So you've got the link to the chess.com analysis page. Okay, that also works, of course. Yes, obviously. Good. Didn't you play Smith Mura? Yes, Max. It's just that you missed the beginning of the game. I literally played the Smith Mura. Like, he played the Sicilian, and then we somehow transposed into a French. Who does that? It's funny. It's actually funny. I feel vindicated. On a level, I feel vindicated. I played against the Sicilian today, and I played against the Sicilian 2 days ago, exactly. And both times, two of my opponents, they both declined the gambit, and they both... was it the correct... You know what I'm saying. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you get when you decline my gambit. I'm gonna look at your games. You mean the tournament games? I gotta get a snack. Be right back. Yes. Do make sure that you snack well, but don't snack too much, because this is how you get overweight. Online games. Bongo is going to study my opening repertoire to find a weakness and then capitalize on that weakness and beat me. And when he does, he will come to my place and he will piss in my toilet without opening the toilet seat, and he will say, "There you go, that's what you get for losing to me, you prat." And I'm like, why are you at my place? Yeah. Don't pay attention to what I have to say. It's late and I'm tired. What did I just hear? I have no idea. I have no idea. It's late. I'm tired. doesn't matter. You can delete it from your memory. You all should have that button. If you don't, why haven't you upgraded? Okay. I sent it. Let me see. Yes, I do see it. I do see it. Yes. Okay. Good. I guess Kyle will be happy to not have heard that, because Kyle timely went for a snack. Yeah, boy. Okay. Yeah, knight here is a very good square for the knight. Why not? A very good square for the knight. Babe Have, welcome back to the stream. Very nice to have you back. How are you doing, my friend? Let's see if Mohammed sees that the knight defends the f2 pawn. Because Mohammed definitely sees that the... Oh! I was about to say Mohammed definitely sees that the queen is attacked as opposed to the knight defending the f2 pawn. But, you know, stuff happens. He defo sees that. Oh god. I was white in this game. Yeah, I will take a look. I will take a look, don't worry. It's the twists and turns of fate. I also need to watch my time. I have 23 seconds left. I can cry all I want, but if I flag, I ain't gonna win. But Mohammed, I was about to say I'm not that stupid, and then it happened. Yeah. Don't feel bad, Mohammed. I also missed the mate at 2 today. For 1 move, and then I did it, so. Yep. Okay, so we've got Santosh up next. Let's go. Let's go. I think Santosh, I had this really crazy game where I was losing, and then I somehow won because Santosh blundered. I don't remember what happened, but something happened. Something definitely happened. That game. On my PC now. Always play chess on your PC. That's the way to get good. That's the way to get good. If you guys were yesterday on this stream, then remember me telling you that in a lots of these positions when you get to play c5, I want to take this knight. Which I just did. And the point is, you know, we can start exploiting some weaknesses. For example, this is not a bad idea to start with. Also guys, developing on what I said yesterday as well. If you were here, hopefully you were here. Remember when I said lots of you guys are very, very happily putting your bishop on f5 and playing e6 to lock it down. And remember what I said about that it's good and all, but it can be detrimental because the bishop, when it's locked in, is absolutely useless to the defense of your queen side. And that is exactly why this pawn is like undefended and it's gonna hang now, etc, etc. On top of that, there is also a secondary detriment to it. I can play, for instance, something like g4 with my knight in support and my queen in support, and now question this bishop, and I can even go on if I want. Welcome back, unnamed. How you doing? Yeah, you should be dropping in more often. You should be dropping in more often, my friend. That's not a dig at you. I'm just happy to see you. So yes, we can go on. We could go on. And we could go on. Queen c2 is a brilliant move indeed. Always play queen c2. Always play queen c2. Do I want to take the bishop now and make this permanently weak? the e6 pawn, or do I want to just take this pawn for free? Let's do neither of that. Your mom made brownies. Nice. Nice. And do you know what? Did you just see what just happened? All of this happened, all of this was enabled only because the bishop was on f5 and locked in, and I had my knight on e5. Haven't had a lot of time on my hands. No problem, my friend. No problem. Whatever you are doing with your life is more important than, you know, whatever is happening on this stream. I'm not really inclined to take that bishop. I'm gonna go back. My knight is so great. Well, shit, I missed that. It's a good move. Alright. Hangs pawn. Oh, you saw it instantly. Yeah. Well, I had an extra pawn, so I gave some back. So now this is a threat. Shit. My plan kind of relied on not allowing stuff in. Now it's kind of shit. Let me think. Okay. Yeah. All of this was enabled by bishop on f5. Hey, get your piss off, Max. Piss off. Okay. It's fine. Like all is good. You just don't see the fruits of my plan yet. Nah, the position was awesome until it wasn't. The position was awesome. It's just that when this central pawn structure fell apart, and that central pawn structure was extremely important. Did you just raise two middle fingers and fail to hold? I guess it's a blunder. Yes, my middle fingers are so heavy, and I am so weak, noodle arms, rotten apples, that I could not physically hold the middle fingers upwards for longer than 3 seconds. How is the tourney going? Didn't finish. No, my friend, still 3 rounds to go. And if you want to see the most exciting game you will ever see ever, you must rewind the stream or check the VOD afterwards. We did analysis of round 6 and it was amazing. I could never learn all about the pawn structure and all this chess stuff. Well, it's just, you know, it's priorities. It's priorities. If you don't want to, like, if you want to take chess more chill, you don't have to. You don't have to. Like, I'm not the biggest expert on pawn structures either. Sergey is here as well. Jesus Christ, you guys watching me from the same room or something. It's Kyle up next. Kyle up next. Ooh. Kyle, you better make a move in 10 seconds or you're gonna drop. One second. Kyle! What happened? What happened? Kyle, if you don't rematch me, could I play you? Yes, yes, it's just that we have a bit of a queue. We have a bit of a queue. Am I next? Depends on whether Kyle is here. Get back here, assert your dominance. I also saw a challenge from Caleb. This YouTuber deserves more likes. Yeah, like the stream, everyone. Yes, yes, like the stream and such and such. Also, at this point in time, even if Kyle isn't here, even if Kyle went away for a second, I'm not seeing any challenges other than Max. How do I enter the queue? My friend, you just challenge me. You have just need to challenge me. That's all. And you can do that. Yeah, I see a challenge from Flash, but Caleb was supposed to be up next. Caleb, could you please challenge me as well? Yes, so Caleb, I don't see Kyle, so I guess Caleb will have to be next. That's me, by the way. Lekke, welcome back to the stream. I haven't talked to you in quite some time. Where have you been? Where have you been? Bloody hell. Sorry I've not been joining streams. No problem. No problem at all. It's good to have you back. Let's see how Caleb deals with my Alakine. This is not the setup to go for, though. Feels a bit weak. Hey! Wait a minute! Are you serious, Caleb? Come on! Come on! Bloody hell! What on earth is that? Who do you think I am? Like, have you confused? Like, do you think my rating is 3 digits? Ah! That's pain! That's just pure pain. Are you gonna do the analysis again? I'm just asking. Yes, 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 my friend, yes. It's just that viewers next. We were at 16 viewers for a few minutes. Ah, we were! Jesus Christ, we were one away. We were one away. Who let it go? Who let it go? Who was the one who betrayed us and left? Maybe we'll get... Can we break the record today? Let's break the record today. Let's make it 17. I don't know, 18, whatever. Let's push for it. Let's go. Like the stream. Tell it to your friends, etc, etc. Come on. Get in. Get in. What's the record? 16. We went down by 2 after that. 3 now. Well, we'll see. We'll see if it gets any better. The bishop is pinned. Don't worry. It's 12 now. Ah! So bad. So bad. So bad. It's fine. It's fine. Not every day has to be a record breaker. Yeah, you don't have to, you know, keep tabs every time on everything. I turned on notifications and supplementary. Thank you very much. That's the best that you can do. You can also share the stream with your friends. I played trash. That's okay, my friend. I also am trash. I don't have notifications. Discord is my notification. That also works. Alright, Flash, you're up next. Kyle is back. Nice. Kyle, I did accept your challenge. It's just that you seemed to be away. Can I play now? Yes. I wonder if Flash is here. Funnily enough, people challenging me and dropping out of the queue. Oh, Flash made a move last second. Yeah, so after this game, Kyle, you'll be up next. Yes. Had to go for a second, no problem. I am all right at chess. Could you please challenge me to an unrated game instead? I guess it's fusions, right? So could you please swap the challenge to make it unrated? Sorry, no problem, don't worry. And yes, you are after Kyle, yes. The record is on the screen. It's fine. It's fine, my friend. Instead of punishing yourself, like the stream. That's the most important thing. I see someone is spamming hearts. Nice. I really appreciate that. It helps keep me my mental sanity. Whoever is spamming hearts in the chat is doing a great job. You can keep doing that. Already done. Nice. It's okay if it's a 5-minute game. 5-minute game is absolutely fine. 5-minute game is absolutely fine. I can go here. You got this. Nice, nice. I just hung the hell out of that rook. Which rook? 15 viewers. Guys, yes, we are very close to like breaking the record. Bring your friends in, like the stream. Let's make it happen today. Let's break it. Let's break it. The closer we are to 50, the better. 14, 15 viewers is amazing. 13 is also great. Don't like the. Maybe I should have taken. I thought the pawn wasn't. Knights there. Interesting move. I put my other phone on stream. Okay, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yes, so I don't know how many of new people we have today in the chat and on the stream, but just to remind everyone really quickly, we are on day 11 of our streamathon. I stream every day until hopefully we get to 50 concurrent viewers on our stream, and you know, that's why I need your help. I need your likes and all your support if you think I deserve it. If you think that I don't, then it's also okay. Is Sunday's tourney still there? Yes, of course. Nothing happened to the Sunday tournament. Nothing happened to the Sunday tournament. We had it last week. We will be drinking and judging you. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. I like being judged, and I like everything else. What is the Sunday tournament? I'm fairly new here. Nick, we just have tournaments every Sunday. Every Sunday we have tournaments in our community. These tournaments are 5-minute unrated tournaments, 6-round maximum, depending on the number of people. Usually we have anywhere between 10 to 25 people playing a tournament. It's always lots of fun. Yesterday I made it to 500 elo and went down. Well, you'll go back up in no time, my friend. I always talk about the same thing over and over again. To encourage people not to be sad about their decline, and yours even in that big. I've been showing graphs all the time, like at some point I just dropped 400 points, and not even once, but eventually I came back. So don't ever get discouraged by temporary dips in rating. Please post more hacking chess. Wow. That's nice. Well, I have this move, but King E2. King E2 and then what? I'll figure something out. Guys, you need to understand that these days I have been terribly busy. And I literally don't have time. I have to work, I have to play in a tournament, and I have to stream. Video making hasn't been on the agenda for a while. So once the tournament is over, I will have a bit more time in my hands. Brain on, eyes open, trousers off, chest success. Exactly. 100%. Yeah, but for the future, yeah. My channel, no, my channel isn't like, I think our streamathon has been really fun. And we engaged a lot of people in the community. It's just that, you know, you've got to help me out a bit as well, I guess, in that sense. Long videos take a lot more effort. Yeah, like 100%, they do. Yeah, look, the channel is whatever. I'm just happy to be for the ride with you. Answer Muhammad's question. How long does it take to make a short and normal long video? Sorry, I missed it. Oh, good question, Muhammad. It really depends. To give you a more specific answer, let me actually think. If I have an idea for a hacking chess short, like if I have a position in mind, if I don't have to look anything up, a hacking chess short could take as little as maybe 25 minutes, I want to say. If I need to look something up or research something or find an idea for a hacking chess short, then it could be, you know, up to an hour. Right? But when it comes to long videos, I would say everything from start to finish: preparation, filming, editing, final touches such as the description, the title, the thumbnail, etc. I would say, depending on the video, it could be anywhere between 2 hours and 6 hours. Usually falls somewhere in between. To make a 10 to 15 minute video, probably around 3 to 4 hours I need. I hope that answers your question. Yes. Okay, back to the game. Back to the game. So what do we do not to lose? I have an idea. We push the pawn. Does YouTube pay streamers? Too invasive? No worries. I'm just curious how that works. No. I've been doing this channel. I've been doing this channel for a bit less than a year now. 10 months to be precise. Oh no, incorrect. I actually started this channel 1 year ago. I think the first short I ever released, which was Hacking Chess #1, I released on 20-something of July 2022. So that would make it a year, pretty much, almost. So I've been doing this channel for a year, you could say. And I haven't got a single cent for it, or a single penny. Because my channel is not monetized. So, yes. The rating difference is very unfair. Hi, Ankesh. I guess you're new to our community, new to the stream. We're playing viewers. It's not that I'm playing random people. It's an unrated game, my friend. We're just having fun, as I am talking to the people in the chats. So don't worry. We're not having to like. Oh, that's mate though, huh? Yeah. Does stream watch hours count to your channel? As far as I am aware, the hours that you invest in live streams like right now, these hours don't count. What does count is the hours of the VODs that you watch. And I don't have... Yes, it is you, my friend. I don't have enough watch hours. Shorts gets lots of watch time. They don't contribute to the total watch time, unnamed. That's the problem. I would have got monetized a very, very long time ago because of my shorts that got millions of views around winter time, if those counted. 18 viewers. Is that correct? Have we broken the record? Have we actually broken the record? Is it 18? Is Marcus correct? Or is it showing different stuff for you guys? 18! Nice! Brilliant job, everyone! Nice! Good stuff. This is a clap to you. Even if it went down, that's okay. Jivamus is also here. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hell to the year. Thank you very much, people. It's amazing. I'm going to update the record after this game. 18 is very nice. Thank you very much. Let's get to 50. No matter how much it takes. Like the stream, subscribe, notification bell, watch the streams, etc, etc. I thought you hated Karakan. I had to transpose into it. How many watch hours do I need? I need just a little. I think I need just literally like 30. I think I literally need just like 30 hours or something. So we are very close. Yeah. Let's get him monetized. That's a lot. Nah, it's not too much. You need 4,000, don't forget. 30 hours is less than 1%. 30 hours is less than 1%. We're very close. We're like maybe a couple of days away. Yeah. Everyone play exclam switches. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the support. Don't do it if do it if you only really want to. So we just play your videos in background. It does not include the shorts. It does not include the shorts. Do you aware of any Indian streamers? No, that I know, not that I know of. Not that I know of. No, Ankash. Are you from India? I mean, your name sounds, Indian. Or maybe you're from that area. Yes, playing videos in the background does count. Yes. It does. That does. Just gonna watch every vid. Yeah, I mean, it's about time that my longer videos got a bit more support, a bit more love. A lot of effort goes into them. And yeah, if you feel like doing that, then yes, please do. Actually, if you think about it, people, if you really rack your brains a bit, then the easiest way, 16 viewers, yes, Fusions, we actually had 18 for a second there. We actually had 18. So we broke the record, which is really nice. And for that, I only have you to thank. Remember, we want to get big. Of course. How can I not? Essentially, the easiest way to like binge watch my videos is to go to exclam live playlist and just start the playlist, and they will like auto play. And because the exclam live videos are VODs of my streams and they're really long, you never have to do anything. Like, I think there are about 30 videos in the playlist, on average 2 hours long. You just switch on the playlist if you want to cheat the system a bit, and you let them play like forever in the background. And that's it. Rugby 1, Rugby 1, Rugby 1. Broadcast a stream because they will make money. I don't know. I don't know, honestly. I don't know how that works. I don't know if monetization affects anything. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. Mohammed says, my longer videos are good for learning concepts. Yes, there are. There are. They are. You'd better not start playing ads every 6 seconds when you get monetized. I want every bit of your money. I don't know how the system works. Like, I have never worked with it. I don't know how these ads work, how much control I have over them. I will let you know how this works. I have fallen out of love with Levy's content, except for the guest the Elo. Same. I don't know. Like, I never really watched Levy, so I wouldn't know. But on surface level, it feels like his channel is only growing, and growing really rapidly. Like, he got a bunch of subscribers, and he just keeps sort of sucking them in. But of course, as we know, I definitely know that subscribers are really irrelevant. Most of the subs are bots. Nah, they're not. He grew insanely fast at one point. It's just that, you know, my channel is really small, and I technically have 15,000 subscribers. So subscribers don't mean anything. because, you know, what happened to my channel, I will tell you what happened to my channel. My channel got a massive boost in winter. It was literally, it was so unlucky as well. It was so unlucky. My channel is one big joke. So essentially what happened is that my shorts were doing okay and my videos were doing okay, my long videos. And then after Christmas I went to a tournament. To play in Krakow, so I wasn't at home. And whilst I was at the tournament, I didn't have my sets up or anything. I had nothing. My shorts got like millions of views in a couple of days, and my subscriber count went from quite little to like 15,000 in a couple of days, like that. And I was like, oh boy, that's really nice, thank you YouTube. But then, because I was at the tournament and I didn't have any of my setup, I couldn't capitalize on that rapid exposure. I couldn't literally release videos to like so they get impressions from these people, right? So when I came back from the tournament, and that was like a week after that boom, which died, you know, it was a couple of days. Like, it all disappeared. It all disappeared. And it was such a shame. It was such a mistimed event. Because I couldn't support that growth with timely videos. When I came back, impressions went back to normal. Views went back to normal. And YouTube kind of, I don't know, stopped liking my channel in that sense. And subscribers that came from shorts, they don't have notifications on by default. So whenever I release longer videos, they just don't see them. I have 15,000 subscribers, to open you a big secret. I have 15,000 subscribers which I got from shorts, but my longer videos get only shown to like 3,000 people. Like 80% of my own subscribers never even see my videos. Like, how ridiculous is that? And out of this 3,000, a good portion of them unsubscribed, so it's even more than 80% of my subscribers that don't see my videos. So yes. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat because I was just venting. I apologize. So Caleb left, right? I'm sorry, Caleb. Sorry for not paying attention. I wish you the best for the rest of the day, and I do invite you to join the stream tomorrow. So yes, most people don't watch long form videos. Yes, and that's a big problem as well. Like, people who watch shorts, they kind of watch shorts. That they do. That they do. So that's why if you guys like the content, if you guys like the stream, like, I can only advertise and encourage. Of course, I'm not insisting, but you know, go back to my channel, go like a year back and check even of some of my earlier long videos. I do encourage you to do that. They're really good. They're quite cringe maybe to watch now, because some of the earlier ones are really like funny, but they're good still, so go watch them. Yeah, so finding your channel was like a hidden gem. Thank you. Okay, so let me get back to playing games. I'm sorry for ignoring the queue for a second. Nice long stream today. Thank you. Okay, so yes, let me get back to you guys. Let's move on. So it's Fusion's up next, and then I've got to play. I'm not sure. So our friend from Trinidad and Tobago is back. So I'm gonna play him, and then I am going to what? Max, are you serious about that game? I feel like some small YouTubers. Well, I'm not going to sit here and suggest that my content is top notch, and I don't think anyone can objectively say that. My content is like amateur at best. I can't edit for shit, and most of my value comes from just purely educational standpoint, right? That's the best that I can do. And at the moment I can't do any better. But I'm just, you know, I'm trying to do my best. There is something weird about these streams because I get bored of streams after 5 minutes, but your streams are just fun. Well, thank you. It's, again, very nice compliment, Lucky. I'm not sure if I deserve it. But thank you. Thank you. I like the editing style. I literally, like, I don't do any editing. All I do is I just trim everything. That's all. I have zero editing, so editing is not definitely something that should be praised. It's very basic, and I'm not proud of it. Kyle says, not happy about his video. Sometimes over-editing feels like it's melting my brain on the spot. Yeah, you've got to do it right. You've got to do it right. But I do enjoy some good editing. I just can't do it. Maybe if we go, I don't know, bigger, maybe I would learn editing. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But again, regardless, regardless of what happens to our channel and to our community, which I do hope will grow, I do appreciate the times that we are having right now. Maybe I will not be here in a year's time. It's not like I'll be dead, but like I will not be doing YouTube if it doesn't work out. Maybe I will, I don't know. But regardless of that, of what happens, let's just appreciate the today. You know, today we broke the record. Maybe we can make some steps forward and, you know, help each other out. We'll see. We'll see. The music hits hard with your speech. Is it? Funnily enough, I never hear my music. I never hear it, so it doesn't play for me. It only plays for you. So, it's funny. New motivational speech just dropped. No, it's not a very... Fusions keeps saying that he's not in a good position. Yeah. It all kind of went wrong when you... I don't know if you blundered or sacrificed the piece. But yeah, I like the background music. Oh yeah, I think my music is mostly nice. Obviously, to avoid copywriting issues, I need to keep the music, you know, instrumental and copyright free. But when choosing the genre of the copyright free and instrumental music, of course I'm not going for some stupid electro dubstep which is farting sounds and shit. I go for what I like. Classical music and rock. I just blundered. I propose a deal. I play your playlist on 2 phones, a laptop, only while you're streaming. Therefore, you want more watch time, you need to stream longer. But today's stream has already been quite long, and yesterday's stream was also quite long, was it not? It's just that it got sort of cut by my connection issues 2 times. But in total, we streamed for about 3 hours, haven't we? And today also we're pushing up at 3 hours almost. So, yeah. Yes. Ooh, that's a whole host of problems there. Whole host of problems. Too many pieces dropping at the same time. Boy, so many free pieces. I don't know which ones to take. It's okay, Fusions. It's okay, my friend. It's just that your position has become very difficult very quickly. I can notice that the stream is long as hell. Usually the end before 10. And now it's 22:30. I forgot about that rock. Yeah, my friend. Yeah, it do be happen sometime. It do be happen sometime. I don't know why it keeps changing your emotes to sad face, my friend. I have no idea how these chat automations work. I don't know. I wouldn't know. Your longest streams can be about 3 hours. I mean, this one has been. This one has been about 3 hours now, almost. Yeah, sounds about right. I also don't think that I'm not seeing someone spamming hearts. Someone has been consistently spamming hearts for quite some time now, which I do appreciate. Even though I can't see your faces, some of you might say it's for the best. Even though I can't see your faces, I can see the hearts, and the hearts are great. Thank you. Rook D1, back rank chait missed. I am confused. Where are you seeing the hearts? I mean, in the chat, I see like hearts and like confetti, etc. All right, and this is going to be the last game of the stream, but we're not ending the stream just yet because Fusions asked me to look at the game really quickly. I wonder if Saji is here. Here. Okay, good. You need to download a macro. I don't. It should be there by default. I don't think you need to download anything. Like I haven't downloaded anything, and I still see the thing. I saw a mate with that bishop. Yeah. I saw. I wasn't paying attention. Maybe there was a mate somewhere. Fusions. I am not sure. Maybe there was. Maybe there wasn't. Macro to automate spamming hearts. Ah, okay. Okay. I thought Max meant download the macro to have these hearts available in the first place, which I thought like, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Alright, I think we haven't sacrificed the piece in a while. So how about we do that? Spam the hearts is still going. Yeah, people are spamming confetti and hearts and stuff. That's really nice. Thank you very much. I know it's just at the end of the day it's a stupid icon, but you don't understand how much of my day it's making, and yeah. Think. Time to just spamming hearts in the chat. Don't spam though. Don't spam. Yeah. Just you know, don't overdo it. The right amount, just like with everything needs moderation in life. When I start clicking fast, the stream freezes on my end. Spam. Guys, don't spam. Don't spam in the chat. I will take your head off if you keep spamming. All right. Oh, actually, Saj decided to just castle away out of trouble. Interesting. Okay. Uh-oh, YouTube flagged me. That's a bit deep, don't you think? That's a bit deep. We're always deep. Our conversations are always deep. Conga, did you want to do a rematch? Yeah, since like we basically have approached the end of the queue. I don't know. I was going to end the stream very soon. Like I was going to play this game last, and then I was going to look at the game that Fusions asked me to look at. It's just that if I offer you a rematch, then Mohammed will want a rematch, and Santosh also wants a rematch. There's gonna be a bunch of other people who want the rematch. It's gonna be a bit unfair to everyone else. So I don't have time for a bunch of rematches. And Nick, thank you very much for coming, and I do appreciate that. And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. So Conga, can we like, you know, play another game tomorrow? Rock, paper, scissors to decide who gets the rematch. Yeah, I would probably not like to do a rematch. I'm getting a bit tired. And I would like to like end the stream soon, get some rest. No, you know, I'm here every day, my friend Konga. I'm here every day. Feel free to catch me every day and play with me again. Just that, you know, a bunch of people to play and mini games and stuff. What openings do I need to learn 3 moves off to make my games against you more interesting? King's Gambit. I don't know. Sicilian. Sicilian. It's 10:30 at Amsterdam. Yeah, I mean, it's 10:30 where I am in Eastern Europe. Yes. Yes. I don't know, just anything but the Caro-Kann, really. It's not that I don't like the Caro-Kann. Like, I don't care, Max. It's just that you always play the same thing, but which is okay. Everyone plays the same thing. So, whichever, like whatever. I can't play Alekine against Alekine guy. Am I now colloquially known as the Alekine guy? Oh no. What have I become? Imagine the disappointment of my mom. Like, she was carrying me for 9 months. And then, you know, when I was born, she dropped me. But we don't talk about that. And then she dropped me again. 2nd time intentionally, but I don't talk about that either. And then she was like bringing me up and stuff like that. For me to only become 25 years after the Alekine guy. And that's proper sad. That's just awful. I don't know if I can live with it. Okay. I'll just take that pawn. Don't for the 3rd time. She would be proud of you. It fell on your head. To quote Levy, pooped your pants. How is pooped your pants a Levy quote? It's just the, you know, a bunch of words. Let's go for a sexy mate. Let's go for a sexy mate. I don't see a sexy mate. If you wanted me to sacrifice here to do something here, there is no mate. But does it work? No, it doesn't. I don't know. Take the bishop. Because he's the only chess person who says random stuff that you and I both know and I can think of. Okay. 23 likes, new record. Incorrect. Actually, the like record is 33, 31, 32, somewhere in the early 30s, I want to say. So yes, you guys are slacking. Damn. On day 1, when I started the streamathon, we had 30 something likes. Doesn't it mean you're slacking? We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Like the people mustn't know. Shh. I'm trying my best spamming arts, and I do appreciate that immensely. Yes. GG, my friend. GG. GG. I guess took a lot of time. A complicated position, yeah, you gotta think more. Alright. GG. GG, GB. GG. Alright, people. So, we're just going to very quickly... Could have had a sexy mate. I don't know what you're talking about. There wasn't any mate that I could find. Fusions asked us to look at the game really quickly. Let me do that. And then we're going to end the stream. By the way, guys, speaking of bumping my watch hours and stuff, feel free, if you missed our round 6 analysis, which was earlier this stream. It was such an exciting game. You don't want to miss it. So I would really recommend watching this. If there was more time, I could have had a small mate. Yes, so what happened here is that, yes, so Fusions was playing e4, e5, Bishop's opening, alright, not particularly common, but I guess on that level, it is played, I think. Knights of 6, okay, I'm not sure, I think you should be taking here. But, okay, I think taking it could be slightly dangerous. Okay, now you take on e5. Yes, you do. Do they castle? They take here instead. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's the main issue with some of the guys on the 500 rating, right? So they just never castle. Once you have knight takes c5, you have tremendous pressure on f7. Why don't you castle? Like, you must castle right now. If you don't, then, you know, yeah, this happens. Although, this one isn't good. This one isn't good because you need to do it with the bishop. You need to do it with the check. If you do it with the knight, then you could be in some trouble. Yeah, you've got to do it with a check. The engine actually says like queen h4. Yeah. Knight f7, that is for a queen and rook. Yeah, but sometimes you don't have time for that. The engine says queen h4 and you don't have time for anything. You cannot take the rook, otherwise you get mated. So sometimes you've got to really be careful about which do you capture with the bishop or with the knight. If you have time to make use of that fork, rook and queen fork, you take with the knight. But if you need to disrupt the position with a check, you do it with the bishop. So yes, that's the big difference. The knight takes wasn't good. It was not good. Queen e7 though doesn't make much sense. But, you know, you need to castle. You need to castle like right now. And you take the rook. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. And they played king f8. You serious, guys? Come on, what's that about? Yeah. You don't take the rook for a very simple reason of, I don't know, a bazillion discovered checks. I think I do castle this game, maybe. That's funny. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Yeah, so you don't take the rook. You need to castle immediately because of this. Once the knight jumps away, and I need to think where it wants to jump away, your king is in big trouble. So you take the rook, and instead of delivering some big threats, I guess, you know, you've got to, between the rook and the queen, you've got to choose the queen. So knight c3 check, discovered check, hitting your queen. You kind of lost. But no, king f8. What? Why? What happened there? Did you even castle? Okay, check. Fine. Okay. This is okay, I guess. King e8. Maybe now you castle. Oh no, check bishop. Okay. King d8. Fine. Fine. If you castle, that's all fine. d4. d4. Is it okay? I guess it is okay because you can block with the queen or with the bishop, depending on where the knight hops. So I guess now the discovered attack ain't that potent. So for example, knight g3, trying to hit the rook. You can block with the bishop, and even after knight takes, if you so wish, just pawn takes and you are up a tremendous amount of material as is, and the knight is trapped. So yes, it's a funny little game. And bishop takes pawn, c3. No one ever castles. Bishop f6, queen f4. No one ever castles. Knight c6. Castles! Yes! God! This threat of discovered double, triple attack something has been there for like the entire game. Okay, castles. Finally, castles out of trouble. But this game has been losing for black for a very long time. Takes. C5. Okay, queen d5. b6. Loses the rook. Takes rook. And yeah, resigns. Okay. This looks like how to lose at chess. Yeah, this is a crazy game. Yeah, guys, neither of you is going to be proud of that. The bottom line is, I guess, jokes aside, the main takeaway from the game is castle. I don't think any. I don't. No. Castle, and think twice before, taking with the bishop or with the knight. For different positions, you need to make different choices. Because if you take with a knight, you want to believe that you have the time to make this fork work. If you take with a knight, and then the queen goes away to threaten mate, and then whilst you are dealing with mate, the rook also gets to save itself. This fork is useless. So, to disrupt the position immediately, forcingly, bishop takes with check, right? That was really Texas. No. It's no, guys, no toxicity from anyone. To get offended, you need to be really sensitive. And don't. It's okay, fusions. Don't think that you just embarrassed yourself in front of the crowd. First of all, props to you to showing us this game, and I hope you will have some things to learn. Watch out for discovered attacks on your king. Stop them with castling if you can, and think twice about which piece you want to take with. That's some of the most important takeaways from this game. I hope you will have learned something. So there you go. In that moment, I thought these moves were good. Trust me, you're not alone in that. Trust me, you're not alone in that. It's just that we have different levels to that. Sometimes I also think I play well, and then I look at the analysis, I played the shittiest game that you could ever wish to see. So, yes. As Forrest Gump used to say, shit happens. Can you analyze my game? Alright, Konga, since I declined your rematch, I guess we can do that like really quickly. A couple of minutes, and that's literally the last thing I'm going to do. And I'm only doing that because of you. So send me the game really quickly, because I really need to go. It's 10 to 11. It's getting pretty late. So if you do it really quickly, and it's not very long and difficult. Can you analyze one of my games next stream? Yes, absolutely. Was there any great moves the engine said I played? I don't know. I don't have the game review feature on. But if like which of the moves in this game am I most impressed by? If I had to choose. If I had to choose, let me rewind the game and think. A quick stream. Yes, a bit of a quickie. Lecky needs to sleep. Yeah, so do I, to be honest. Castles. Okay, so I don't mean it in an offensive way, but literally the move that I'm happiest about that you played was castles. And that's not to like be D4 is a creative move. What do you mean you can't see the link? Which link? If you want to send me a link for a game Conga, you can do it through Discord. Or you could do it, well, here in the chat. It's not sending it. Yeah, pretty sure YouTube chat blocks links. That is possible. That is possible. Yesterday I stayed up till 3:30. Ugh. All right, sent. Okay. Ah, so you played it against the bot. Let's see. It's an 87 move game. Yeah, a bit of a quick one. A bit of a quick one. Okay. D4, F5, the Dutch. The Dutch. I don't know how familiar you are with the Dutch though. It's going to be interesting. And I don't know, like, is this in this bot's nature to play the Dutch? I may need engine's help for that. I'm not overly familiar with the Dutch. Okay. Huh. Huh. Let me think. Let me think. It's a bit more advanced stuff. It's a bit more advanced stuff. And I'm not recommending it to, you know, by default. But in this position, and I agree with the engine, the best move is takes knight. And some of you in the chat may be like, what on earth are you talking about? Why should I, literally, after I developed this nice bishop, take that knight? Why am I moving the bishop twice in a row? And why am I taking the knight for a bishop? Then I can explain why. Essentially, when the pawn retakes, I guess you want it to retake like this. Isn't that the Stolzen gambit? No, it's not a gambit. It's not a gambit. Because the knight is not there. Because the knight is not there anymore, we can now play d5. And it's not like the knight would have stopped d5 anyway, but without the knight, the control over the light squares, black doesn't have as strongly. The knight was staring at d5, and okay, even with the knight there, d5 was still possible, but d5 is just way stronger with the knight gone. d5 is very difficult to remove. And on top of that, not only is it difficult to remove, but look at how annoying it is. Like, you can go knight c6 if you want. You can go bishop b6 if you want. And yeah, without the knight, this is a much stronger pawn. So yeah, but this is a bit more advanced. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's like basics or all too important. C6, it's positionally bad, but you get rid of it. I haven't looked at whether it was good. I'm not sure, Max. F4, that's really aggressive. Make sure it's justified, though. Just lock the position up. No, it's almost every move I want to take this knight. Sometimes I'm not sure if it's good or not. I just want to take this knight almost every move. Okay, the knight is gone. These chess bots are way too easy to beat. Yeah, some of them are. Lekke, thank you very much for coming onto the stream. And yeah, I'm about to end the stream as well, to be honest. We're just doing this as a bit of an after hours. So yes, thank you very much. And come tomorrow and the day after tomorrow as well. Yes, it just looks like a bunch of exchanges are going to happen. Look, the position is just like okay for now. Nothing particularly. Well, that's an interesting idea. So this is what we call a creative move, right? The chat just moved under the video. What happened? Now, for me, it looks fine. I don't know what about you people. For me, it looks fine. So if takes the knight, then yes, this isn't looking very good. This is almost mate. You have to sacrifice the queen to avoid mate. So if you saw that, then huge props to you. Huge props to you. Shit, my bad. No. It's okay. It's okay. So did you see that, Conga? You saw it. Okay, so that's already an interesting move. The bot didn't take it. Played King F7. I'm not sure I like that. Yeah, you obviously played B3 because you wanted to pin the queen. I don't think the bot allowed that. The bot did allow that. What's a prat of a bot, eh? God. Okay, so you pinned the queen. You took the queen. Yeah, and it, like, how is this game 87 moves? How is this game 87 moves? What happened? What went wrong? Like, yeah, okay, so, yeah. Gotta watch your pieces. Dropped an exchange for nothing. Takes a couple of pawns. In return, what happened this game? Bishop spinned. Not anymore. Yes, stop getting exchanged. Wait, the rucksack was brilliant. Where was the rucksack? This was brilliant. This was the best move. He's gonna have an aneurysm. How's what? What's the point? Why would I wanna drop an exchange? What for? What? Yeah, you're right. I am having an aneurysm. I don't understand it. What? Now, I'm looking at the engine. It literally says Rook C7 check, the best move by far. It's literally the best move. I'm just shocked. What are the dividends of that? I guess... I mean, you simplify. Nah, it can't be that. Ah! Now I understand. Now I understand. for this move. No. Guys, listen to me. Hey, you watching this. Come back. I understood. This move, I don't want to rain on your parade, my friend Conga. This rucksack is only brilliant and is only the best move only if you do that one specific sequence. One specific sequence that I just found once I saw far enough. This rook is only worth giving away if happens the following. Takes check. This. And now, this happened in the game, but now you need to play d5 to make it worthwhile. You need to play d5 to make it worthwhile, and the idea is very, very simple. You're attacking the bishop, which is protecting that rook. And the best move, the engine says, is actually to just play rook g7. And then we go here. And, you know, the bishop is still attacked, and the bishop takes the pawn, the rook is hanging. So, in the end, we're winning more material than we gave away. And that is only why, like... What's if black just played rook e8? This isn't a forced line. Rook e8. Can I still play d5? Lekke is still spamming hearts. Yes, apparently so. And I see all of them. Yes, and I like that. Can I still play d5? And then, I don't know, here... Haha! What about this? What about this, Max? What do you think about that? Well, my point is you're wrong. Ah, bishop f7. Bishop f7. Then I don't know. I guess I'm a bit wrong. Yes, this isn't a forced line. Well, I guess there is other form of compensation. Okay, anyway. Moving on. Yeah, so all of that we saw. A couple of exchanges. How is this game 87 moves? I still don't get it. Therefore, you lied again. Aww. Such a shame. Takes... Did you just blunder a queen or something? Yes, you did blunder a queen. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Luckily this bishop is a bit shit. Like, black should be winning. Of course, he's got a piece for 2 pawns. Luckily for you, this bishop is a bit shit. So it's gonna take a bit of time for black to untangle the bishop. Oh, boy. Yeah, if I am you, I'm never taking this pawn. I am moving it forward. I am moving the pawn forward because that's how you create 2 connected passed pawns, my friend. You see, when you take and king takes back, what have you achieved? What have you achieved? You achieve nothing. But if you move it forward, then I don't envy black's possession. If black takes, I don't think black should, you literally get a very strong passed pawn. I guess the only way is to do h5, and maybe you can still do something. I don't know. Yeah, this isn't how you go about it. Yeah, this is really bad endgame play. Yeah, this is really bad. Because this is the only piece that can keep this pawn away from promoting, unless you go up with the king. And like the bot just completely ignored that pawn. Not great. The king can still catch it also, but yeah, the king never bothered to come up. Yeah, and now you have this passed pawn. You can start pushing. This was unnecessary. Why did you push b7? You could have just pushed this. Why did you have to give the pawn away? Why did you have to give the pawn away? You could have, pushed h6, went forward with it. Why did you play b7 and gave that pawn away? I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just surprised as to why you did it. Okay, and I guess it's gonna be just a win. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit of some time, but yeah, but it's gonna be a win eventually, unless you stalemated. No, you didn't. Okay, good. Yeah, so yeah, it was a weird one. Okay, so I liked the knight h5. If you saw it, you said you saw it, so I choose to believe you. The rook c7, I didn't think it was good, but apparently I was wrong. And blundering of the queen was funny. Know when to push your pawns and when to take them. And yeah, the bot is just terrible at endgames. That's my bottom line. My phones disliked your content so much they turned themselves off. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Alright, people. So, today has been quite some stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Today we broke the record, which is nice thanks to you. 18 is the new record. And yeah, tomorrow is going to be round 7. I'm playing miraculously as white. And I am going to play against the 1900. I already lost in round 2, like you saw, to a 1900 as white. It was a terrible game. Let's try not to do the same thing. So yes, thank you very much. I'm gonna be resting now, and to all of you good people of the internet, to all of my unintentional blunderers out there, I wish the best for the rest of the day, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Until then, much love, and yes, thank you very much. Bye bye. Cheers, everyone.